Wait, are we recording or are we live? I don't even know.
Simon, every time he do this on purpose. All right. It's like the opposite of Critical Role where they try to mess up the DM just starts off messing up. It's just how that goes.
No, Brian, what's his face?
Anyway, y'all, this is episode 32, okay?
It's his thing. Anyway. Welcome to D&D episode 2, where...
32.
Whatever. 2, 32, 3, 15...
Numbers, man. They're arbitrary.
Last episode, God, what happened in the last episode? The group checked the chat for the other one, Thomas, one of the chats in Slack. That's all I'm going to say. Okay. Basically, last episode, the group, I don't even remember what happened at the start, but they did some shit in the town. They started to set up some cleanup operations going. They then ventured out to find where these wyverns were. They had some visions of a race of people that were once on the island and figured out that you could trap the wyverns. They then proceeded to be attacked by 3 wyverns, or at least threatened by 3 wyverns, in which they then immediately attacked them like the savages they are. They trapped one, which was the sort of like slightly more the adult wyvern, in this arcane ancient trap, and they managed to barely tame, or at least gain control of that one, and also an additional one. The other one they slaughtered in cold blood, like also again the savages they are, and they're very lucky. The other wyverns didn't see it, but they did because it flew away, and then Mogrim ended its life like a brutal person.
Like a boss.
So we cut back to...
You forgot old dude who got away from us.
What?
Donovan.
Yeah, Donovan.
Oh yeah, there was a guy. He's mysterious, Donovan Mook, who like basically magically disappeared from the group. We don't know where he went, etc.
Just like Che.
Yeah, just like Che just did. So we cut back to the edge of a... I think you were going there out on the way to the evening, right? So you were there like at 6, 7 p.m. So it's probably about 9 p.m. now, where you guys are just recovering from a brutal battle, where Azul and Tintan have managed to subdue 2 of the wyverns, and they're getting a closer look. You notice that they look like wyverns, but they're actually pigeons. No,
what?
They look like wyverns, but they're slightly different looking. They look a little bit more like the birds that you saw on the at sea. So they're a little bit more sort of reptilian looking than what you would expect a normal wyvern to look. Just look a bit more ancient, but they are still wyverns. They're just slightly different looking. They've got like elongated beaks as opposed to like a broad mouth with teeth, like wider teeth, like a dragon might have, and some of the wyverns you've seen. So instead of like a snake-like head, they've got more of like a almost like a bird-like head, but still reptilian. So that, other than that, they are massive, like elephant-sized dragon-like things. They don't have any front claws like a dragon would. They have back claws, and then they have like hooks like a bat does on its wings, that they use to sort of climb on things. And then their tails curls around into like a large, like looks like a scorpion stinger. And yeah, there's a like silvery gray one and a sort of like a dark metallic, almost green one. The green one was pretty injured and is at the moment cowering a little bit behind Tintan, away from the rest of the group, as Tintan was the only one who didn't brutally attack it.
And me.
Yeah.
So the blue boys didn't touch him, you know?
Yeah. So and the other one is in the trap. It's docile and subdued, but it's still a powerful beast. And they're just kind of like making like small noises, and they're not, shifting around uncomfortably, but they seem to have sort of bowed to your superiority at the moment.
Hey, I tried to take this one off, boys and girls, but I do not know how to get it out of this trap. It was not in my dream or my vision. So yeah.
Try and have another one.
What?
Just, I don't know, touch the rune again.
I'm on the back of this wyvern right now.
It's called hopping off of it, Azul. Just hop down and touch it, see if you get another vision.
I was kind of standing on it the entire time, but I guess.
Can I make an animal handling check to kind of figure out what might be the best procedure when it comes to traps?
You would do
Arcana?
you would do like a survival check if you want to look at like how you would remove an animal from a trap. Or you could do an Arcana check if you're investigating the ground around the wyvern. Whichever you would prefer.
Survival. Ooh. A whopping 7.
Yeah, you've definitely freed animals from like bear traps and stuff before, but this is definitely arcane in nature. You're not really sure. You know that in a bear trap you just have to like release the trap, but normally that requires you smashing the bear trap or pulling it apart or something like that.
So I get off the black wyvern and I walk up to the pillar again, and I touch it and try to see if I have some type of connection to this island still enough to give me some type of insight that it did before. Yes? No?
Yeah,
Huh?
Nothing happens, no.
Okay.
Just a cold metal pillar.
Would I be able to guess with Arcana, like magic?
You can investigate with Arcana to work out what it does, yes.
I should have got the rest of my stuff here, so I'm assuming that's a -1, so
Wait
nice 8. There you go.
Wait a minute. I think I have an idea, Azul.
Other than smashing it, you have no idea how to fix it. Break it.
I think that rune is magic, right? I mean, seems magical.
I mean, yes.
In nature. So,
Apparently.
So I'm gonna cast a spell on it, and we're gonna see what happens from there.
Wait. Let me get on that wyvern first. Hold on. And I get on top of the back of the wyvern.
Roll a quick animal handling check.
Again? Oh god. Animal handling 11.
Oh yeah, you scramble back on. Not very, stealthily or gracefully, but you get back on, no problem.
I hope I don't sound like that.
Magic.
This is a level 3 dispel magic.
Okay, yeah. So you cast dispel magic and you see the runes like fade out, and the wyvern like stretches its wings out, and and it just like takes off super fast.
What?
Roll a athletics.
Oh
Wow.
shit!
We lost Azul, boys.
Well, Azul or the wyvern.
Ooh, what did you say? Athletics? 11?
Oh yeah, you barely hold on, but it's like Harry Potter and the Griffin. You're like wrapped around its neck. There's no like really anything set up for you there.
Well, I have the harness, right?
I mean, it wasn't like tied on properly or anything like that. So the harness, you're like holding the harness on and you on at the same time, and the wyvern like flies up and round and like flies back down about 2 feet away from where it was and sort of shakes and seems to just been happy to be out of the trap. So it's back with the group, just waiting by the other wyvern that it survived.
Oh, cool. Azul's still here.
Azul.
I'm back by them?
Yep.
Oh. Yeah, sis. Oh, that's crazy. Huh?
I think we need to take them for a ride after you figure out how to strap that down, and I get one for my buddy over here so they can eat, because I think they were a little hungry.
Yeah, you have animals? You can find some?
I mean, we're going to fly.
Okay, we can try it. Yes, I'm down with that.
Just make sure you strap yours on properly, please. I'm gonna have to hold on for dear life.
Roll an intelligence check.
Me? Oh, I was about to say, Mogram, can you help me?
That was smart too.
I mean, you seem
Both
to know
of
more
you-
about these than I do.
About saddles?
Yeah, seem like you're,
I was holding one. I probably know how it feels more than you do.
Do we both roll one or we roll?
Go ahead and both roll an intelligence check.
We're not the best at that. 6.
Oh,
17 minus 2.
All right, there you go.
yeah, Mogram oddly is like, yeah, I mean, I've worked with leathers before. I can kind of work this out. And he kind of like, I mean, he basically just slaps you aside and puts it on properly. But it's more that you, Mogram, that you know how to like fasten like weaponry and things.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not that odd for you to fasten the buckles that are needed and things like that around it to be secure.
Makes sense.
So yeah, you affix a saddle to the back of the sort of grey silver coloured wyvern.
I kind of tie a rope around to kind of tie me a little bit down and hold and something that I can hold on to.
Okay. So
Because
you
I don't have
tie it around it, or like do you wrap it around its neck and hold it? Like how do you?
wrap it around his neck.
Okay, just roll a. No, I mean that shouldn't be too hard to do. That's fine. Yeah, you do that. Okay, so yeah, you both. I mean, you've done what you wanted to do just then. What do you want to do?
Okay, now I just want to give him a little flying test. So what I'm gonna do is act like I'm riding a horse and do it the same way.
Okay, roll an animal handling check.
Animal handling, that's 16.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I mean, yeah, it's not quite the same as a horse. It's obviously a lot wider. It's more like sitting on an elephant, but like, yeah, it like does a little hop along, and then jumps up and flaps its wings, and it starts to like soar off away from the group.
Okay, I am trying to keep it away from the dead one.
Okay. I mean, what are you trying to do with it exactly?
Find food for it.
How?
Well, it's flying up in the air, so we're looking down to see if I see any beasts or any animals that can swoop down.
Should I join you or not?
Roll an animal handling check.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I'm Azul. Sorry.
Who the hell is Markel?
5.
Yeah, your one also takes off, and it just starts flying to the top, towards the top of the volcano.
No!
It's just going. Tintin, the wyvern that you're on, like glances at the other one, and it starts to go that way, but you kind of like steer it back, and you see. Roll a perception check with advantage, because the wyvern is also looking.
That's 21. 21.
Oh, nice. Yeah, so you actually see like a pretty large beast that looks like an ox or something like that, in a group of like 5 or 6 oxen grazing at the side of the forest.
All right. I'll try to make it swoop down and get one.
Okay, roll an animal handling check.
This is where it's going to be bad. I rolled 2 good ones. 7.
You head it towards the oxen, and you start to guide it there, and you're like, I'm going to swoop it down, and it just takes over, and it just goes for them because it's food.
Right.
And it just like careers down at incredible speed and just smashes into them at like top speed and like scatters them and destroys, basically like completely annihilates one of these oxen, and it lands on it. So roll a athletics check, please.
It's gonna be bad because all my other ones been good. What I tell you?
Yeah, you just get like thrown off it.
That's a
all
9.
the way across. You still get thrown off it, scattering along the ground, and you would probably take a bit of damage. So. you take 5 damage from just like careering into the bushes, and the wyvern, but is happily there, just tearing into this oxen and eating, and you're lying disheveled in the bushes, basically.
All right. Once it is done eating, I'm going to. Well, while it's eating, I'm walking up kind of close to it, letting it finish eating. And when it finishes eating, I'm gonna try to jump back on them.
Cool. Yeah, when you walk up to it, it does kind of like nip at you a few times, but more in that like stay away from my food kind of thing that like cats would do to each other and dogs. So it's basically like happy eating. It probably takes a good like 20 minutes before it's finished eating. In the meantime, Azul, your wyvern is flying up to this like large rocky outcrop on the at the top of the volcano. What do you want to do?
I don't know. I'm like trying to pull it back. I'm like, Jet, no! Like, just trying my best to pull it away.
Roll animal handling, but with disadvantage.
Yeah, no. Actually, hold on. Let's see. Before I do that, do I have anything that may help me in this situation? Oh, okay. How about this? I'm trying to pull it, and while pulling it, I use dancing lights in front of it to try to like direct it where I want it to go. So, like, you know how you get lights in the sky just like as a guide? And I'm trying to like, there's a light in front of it, a light going down to the left and going down to the left.
How bright are dancing lights?
Dancing lights are pretty much like a torchlight.
Okay, roll animal handling check with disadvantage. So.
Shit. Tried to be clever, all right? Boop,
no, I mean, it's clever. It's clever.
Shit.
It's
all right, that was a 12. And this one is a 15. So 12 plus animal handling, 13.
Okay, so you try to, and you start to move it, and then you put the light in front of it, and it immediately veers away from the light because it's a nocturnal animal. And it like veers in the complete opposite direction that you wanted it to go in, and it like beelines towards this this rocky outcrop. And as you're flying into the rocky outcrop, you can actually see the like remains of some kind of building that was on the outcrop, like a large circular building. And as you're gliding in, you see 4 more. Actually, no, you see one like much smaller wyvern that is feeding on 2 like large dead what look like wolves. And in the center of the space, you see 3 large eggs.
Oh.
I can actually move.
Is Jet a girl or a boy? That's what I'm saying out loud. Like, is this Mama or Papa? It still works. Your name will still be Jet. He like taps the wyvern.
Do you see that?
No. I see a black. There you go. Now it goes. Yeah.
Okay, so that's what you see. So there's a small wyvern, which is this one. Red dot by it. There's 2 dead wolves, and then there's 2 large eggs that are speckled and looking in the middle of the space. There's one broken egg, which is the one that was just pinged, and then there is another egg in a small sort of like nested area outside of the space.
Okay.
And it's just flying down to that area. What are the rest of you guys doing?
Just on a mountain. I don't know. What are we doing? Shay, Mogram, they just kind of left on some wyverns.
Right. What even is there to be doing?
Yeah. What are we gonna wait on them? Are we going back to town? And I'm sure they're fine. I mean,
1 second.
I don't think they got eaten, so may have been thrown off. I have no idea where.
No, it's like dark now, or we went out. It's like towards the evening, right?
Yeah, it's like 8 or 9. He said 9 o'clock, right?
He said 9 p.m.
Yeah, we might as well just like make a makeshift camp right here because any of the wyverns attack, at least we know we can trap them with this thing, unless the dispel magic wears off. I mean, let's just go back to town. Whatever, I don't care.
I don't. Mogram, if you wanna rest, get your warrior instinct up. I mean, it's better to sleep out in the danger. get you ready to, pounce upon an enemy.
I could use some rest, actually.
Then town it is. And we're just going to drag Shay since he has no opinion right now.
Out of character. I don't think we can rest yet. I don't think it's been long enough.
Well, it depends on what kind of rest they mean.
Yeah.
True.
But yeah, so you three just basically like, yep, fuck them, and you just head out.
Well, that's the other thing too. They won't know where we went. I can't answer this question. All right.
We catch
Chin
up.
Ye.
We catch.
You there, Chin Ye?
No.
I don't think they're
falling off his body suddenly.
He
I
is
doubt
what.
we're well trained enough to handle these wyverns. We should probably stay here just in case. It's only been a few minutes. But what if something goes wrong? You never know.
I mean, if something goes awry, we'll be sure to make sure Tinton's okay. All right?
All right.
The hate.
I'm following Fantasia. I'm trusting her judgment.
Okay. So yeah.
So did y'all go to the village or y'all stayed?
Yeah.
They're heading to the village.
Oh, okay.
He's following Fantasia's judgment. That's
fine.
That's always good.
He doesn't know any better. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, back to so Azul, the wyvern that you're riding starts to come and land, and as you land, the smaller wyvern, it's a lot smaller. It's kind of like a large dog sized, I guess. Is just like munching on these like dead wolf corpses, pretty much. And you, so you land on the wyvern, and the wyvern is just kind of like ignoring you, even though you're on its back, and it just goes and it starts to like eat some of the wolf corpse as well, and yeah.
And I sit there and just look. The baby sees me. The smaller one sees me.
Oh, the moment.
Oh. I just feel like prominent. I just sit there, taking in the view, looking around me, seeing if anything's trying to attack me or nothing. That's all I care about. And I'm just like, yeah, it's okay. You can eat here. And I just light a blunt and fine, and just like we're chilling, we are bonding. This is good vibes, okay? You know, and like keep patting it. Jet, your name is Jet, all right? Understand?
Okay, Tintin.
Alright.
Your wyvern sort of is finishing eating, and it sort of looks to you, and then starts to like wander over in your direction.
Okay. So all I say is good wyvern. Good wyvern. We might need to get some food for your other family member. Jumped on his back, and I'm getting ready to fly off. Try to see if it can pick up a little bit of the remains of what is left, if anything was left.
Okay, so yeah, you get on that. Do you give it any kind of command or anything like that, or are you just telling it to sort of fly up in the air again?
I say, let's go find your family. Fly. Go.
Okay, roll a quick animal handling check.
That ain't good. 9.
I mean, thankfully for you, that's where it wants to go. So it takes off. It doesn't pick up the food that it had, and it just flies up in the same direction that you saw Azul. And you crest the top of this large plateau, and you see the same thing. You see this large sort of ruins building. You see 3 unbroken eggs, and you see 1 broken egg, and a small like dog-sized wyvern eating corpse, and you just see Azul just sitting on the back of this wyvern just smoking, and the wyvern's just eating food at the place. Azul seems unbothered completely with what's going on.
Like hey Jet, you understand? I never had a pet. This is a first time, so it's the first time for me, like a first time for you probably. It's just here chilling, and eat as much as you can. I won't disturb you and your babies. It's okay. I'll have you watch over the island while I'm gone. Okay, that's all. That's what I have. and just randomly doing random gibberish to this wyvern who's not even paying attention.
He's just talking to this wyvern that has absolutely no understanding of what the fuck he's saying, and it's just ignoring him completely. And yeah, since you land next to or near to it, but your wyvern doesn't go and eat. It's almost like waiting on command.
Right. So I just get down and say, I think I'm gonna call you May. Good May. Good May. Start rubbing her, just gently. And
Do I hear him say that?
Azul.
Hey, is your wyvern a boy or a girl?
I don't know, but it's gonna be a she.
Is my wyvern a boy or a girl? I named it Jet. It works either way.
You think I know? I don't know, Azul.
You're a healer, right? You heal things. You know bodies.
I know about the anatomy. Yes, I do. But I'm not checking the
Just look. I'm on top. I can't look down there. You look.
Roll a nature check.
Nature 7.
You don't really know.
I don't know. Every animal is different. So all I have to say is I did have a conversation I did want to talk to you about, but we also need to go to the group, at least tell them to go to the village while we're here.
Go ahead. Jet is eating, he or whatever is doing whatever they need to do. They got babies, I see.
Why don't you find out?
What
your wyvern is? This he or she? You said you didn't know. This is the perfect opportunity to find out.
No, I am okay. You don't check the parts while you're eating. That's kind of rude, I wouldn't do that though. So it's okay. Hey, Tintan. What I'm sitting here thinking. This is perfect opportunity to swoop down onto the village. And show our power to the people in the town to let them know we run shit. How about that?
Are you high?
Huh? No,
Are you high right now?
I mean, maybe, but it is a viable point. We got to show we have dominance here. Okay.
Are you high right now?
Okay, you see this. You know I am.
Okay, so are you comprehending me right now?
Yes.
Okay. That's good.
Okay.
Now I want to have a conversation with you. I know your whole little swoop and.
Hold on, I just brought something up there. You didn't answer. You didn't say nothing to it.
Now, like I was saying, we need to have a conversation.
Okay.
You are now over this island.
Sure.
And I want to tell you need to be more of a boss. More.
That's why the wyverns go down in the town.
No, that's not all I'm talking about. I'm talking about how you are with us as a captain. You need to be better than that when you take over an island. I don't think we should be leaving soon. I think we should be a month here, see how the village is, make sure we help them get to where they need to be. Because the more you are here, the more you are connecting with the island, it seems, because you're having visions and stuff. So therefore, I like to stay here for a week, make sure that everybody's okay, and then leave.
It's a long time.
And you need to make sure that you actually look like you own something.
What you mean? I do own things.
Not like
I own this wyvern.
It seemed like it owns you.
No, it's eating. What you mean?
It took you up here. You didn't take it up
You
here.
do know that. It said it knew what food was, and I was like, okay, go ahead, do what you do.
Oh, it told you that.
Body language.
You can roll an insight check if you'd like.
All right.
Maybe
That's a 9. That's a 9.
Oh, then you have to roll a deception check.
Oh God! All right. Oh yeah, definitely. It's 17.
Okay.
Maybe you did. He's been seeing some weird visions and shit.
Yeah. All right. Well, now that you can talk to them, how do you not know his name? What is her or his name?
It's Jet. I told you it's Jet. That's what I told you.
But you said you don't know if it's a boy or a girl.
Yeah,
Don't worry about it. It really doesn't matter. I just want you to be more of a boss. I want you to actually take initiative on taking control of a island. I want to see
okay,
you
okay.
actually use your brain instead of being everywhere and
Tinta,
nowhere at the same time.
you know this are first for me, right?
Huh? Yes, I know. It's
See,
first for everybody.
yeah, so I mean, I think I'm doing good, you know, right? Like, chilling and show people that you do not need to fight all the time. Just act
That's
right,
not what you should
be
tell
good.
people. That's not what you
I
tell
tell
people.
them, don't fuck up, you don't die. That's pretty good here. That's a very easy rule. I don't ask for many rules, just little rules. Like, you do right, you survive. You help out, you survive. You fuck up, you die. You call and say you're a pirate, you die because you want to do fucked up shit. That's how it works here, okay? It's like
No, that is not
it's
how
not.
it works.
I
Fine,
don't,
I just want part of the island. I just want part of the island to myself,
I
away from
don't
everybody,
mind. I don't
just
mind.
so I can do some things
You just
as well.
you gotta worry about the big-headed, little arms animals that we will face before, you know, those things
Where,
that the tree.
wherever I go, I'm going to set up, cord, set up the little boom boom juice we
You
got
might
going
need
on.
cord to help build it.
Okay, so whilst you're having this discussion, the small wyvern notices that there isn't just the two wyverns here, and starts to like turns you and like backs away to the back of the.
No,
space.
baby, we okay. We okay, baby. I am king of island. This is right hand man, Tintan. Here, we are okay. Your mom, dad is okay.
That nothing changes in this situation.
I just get on the back of the other wyvern. That mine, May.
Okay, the smaller wyvern definitely doesn't seem as worried when you do that because you're not on your feet near it anymore.
Right.
But it still looks very wary and it's like hiding in the shadow of the building that it's in. Well, not building, ruins.
Azul, how about you go up to it and give it a hug?
That seems too bad.
Just like y'all shooting at these wyverns was stupid.
Wait, I didn't shoot at the wyverns. What you mean? I did nothing. Blue boys did good.
Well, get on top of your wyvern.
I'm already on top of my wyvern. I never got down.
No, okay. Well, I'm about to go ahead and fly off for a little bit and make sure our
Wait for this one to finish eating, and then we go down into the village and we show our dominance.
Whatever you want to do, sir.
You say be boss. I have boss moves, okay?
This is your island.
No, it's our island. That's it.
All right. So
is it done eating?
Yeah. I mean, it finishes up eating like within a few minutes. It's not too injured. It was just getting some food, and it doesn't seem particularly like it wants to leave this space. But you can make them fly if you'd like to.
I'm gonna try my best. All right, Jet, you ate enough. Come on now, chip.
Hold on. I think it's best if we ride on one.
No, we ride on both.
Well, if the baby is here, whatever. Okay, whatever. I'm not gonna.
And that's how I try to pull Jet. I try to go.
Okay, animal handling check, please. They're not. You're not used to this, so I'm not gonna be like, hey, ride it away.
17.
I try to do the same thing.
Okay, yeah, you managed to. So Tintan rolled badly, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, Azul, you take off and you start flying towards the town. Tintan, your wyvern seems very reluctant to leave the small wyvern by itself.
Okay.
And it sort of seems to be trying to stay to protect the nest, as it were.
Can he roll with advantage? Because I got the alpha. And he wants to follow the alpha.
No.
You don't really have the alpha one as such.
Oh.
You have the more adult one.
Okay.
I would say you could. Yeah, you could roll with advantage. It would be inclined to want to follow the other one. Yeah, I'm okay with that. That's a fair argument. You don't have to. Naturally.
I
Yeah,
kind of
that's
did.
when you know that your wyvern is trying to stay here. You have complete control over it no matter what. So you can do whatever you'd like with it. It seems super responsive to what you want to do. It seems super under control. You feel like you could easily command it to do whatever you needed it to do.
I fly up with it for just a moment, and then I look at Azul while he's flying off, and I just say, "I'll catch up to you later."
No, we have to do it together.
And I'll fly back down.
Okay. So you land back down. Do you want to do anything particular, or are you like the wyvern sort of like moves over towards the smaller wyvern, which is still kind of like carrying away, and then the bigger wyvern sort of like pulls some of the dead wolf corpse towards the smaller wyvern, and it does seem to start eating again the corpse, but it seems very wary, like a stray dog type wary.
While that is happening, I am healing the one that I had. And basically what I'm gonna do is you can just take me out of this part for a while because my guy's just gonna stay there a whole day with that one.
Okay.
Trying to tend to both of them and just be with them. So
They're both the baby one? Oh Lord.
he's tending to the one that he has and just watching the baby one, helping out the baby one, trying to get close to it. So he's not going to see y'all for a whole day.
I mean, was nearly murdered by Fantasia and Mogren, so.
But he's so
He's got a lot of care needed.
I don't think I attacked the other one.
Oh.
Mogren killed the other one. It didn't.
Listen, my squibs would be
the
damaged.
second one.
Oh.
I mean,
you're innocent by. It wasn't me. It was the other.
Back to the three walking back.
No, yeah. So you guys are walking back towards the town. You've gotten probably like to the bottom of the mountainside. The town's maybe about a mile away, and you see the large silver wyvern, or the like gray silver wyvern, like flying up above you. And Azul, you see the group of them walking back towards the town. As you're flying, you're just about to head over the top of them all.
No. Hey! Just like y'all. I'm yelling to y'all.
Did y'all hear
all see
something?
Yelling.
Where have you been?
I am going to the village. I went to the place first. Y'all wasn't there. So now
Where did you go?
the place where they was captured, I went down there, see if he was there. He wasn't there. So now I'm on the way to the village. I thought y'all was on the way, which you are. And I see you.
I believe Mogren was referring to where did you go? And where's Tintin?
Jet here had to eat.
Who the hell's Jet?
Jet.
Yeah, Jet.
You named your wyvern Jet?
Yes.
What does that mean?
What's the Jet?
It's like Jet Black.
Jet Black.
It's silver.
Is that his full name?
That's what
Jet
they told
Black.
me.
Azul, I don't think your last name is Black.
No, but he liked it, so I Jet is his name. This is like flying around.
Okay.
Anyway, hey, just get.
He just like coasts over. You're having a hard time hearing him now.
Yeah. I was like, get to the village.
Yeah, we're headed that way.
Yeah, that's where. Where's Tintin? That was the first question.
He's just out.
So I go.
Right.
Can I go to the? So before, when they get close to the city, they back away. Does this happen when I go kind of close to the mansion?
Not at all. No, it doesn't seem to be deterred by the city at all right now.
All right, I go to the mansion as best as I can.
Okay, but you do notice that there's a couple of people like looking your direction and a little bit of panic in the city as the wyvern like flies to the mansion.
Yeah, I was like, and I'm yelling, "King of the island!" The whole way.
Okay.
I look at Fantasia and Mogrim. I'm like, oh wait, I don't hear it. He's far away. Never mind.
You just see him flying like straight to the village ahead of you, or the town ahead of you. That's
all you hear is the villagers talking
about. You're still probably like half a mile from the town, so you don't see anything. You do like briefly just see someone like run out just into the woods. like as you're coming up on the town, you see someone like run from the walls of the town into the woods, like super fast.
So,
as you're coming in.
I believe Azul made quite the entrance. That or there was an attack while we weren't paying attention. So we're gonna go in and check out what all this terror is about, Mogram. Is that?
We're just on our way to the city still. Town, village, encampment.
Yeah,
we're on our way.
I believe we've chosen village. I believe it's a town. Azul said to say village because of how shitty it looked. So captain's orders called it a village.
Listen, honestly,
that's fine.
What's the difference between a city and a town and a village? Is there like
it's
I've always just called my place a village, so but more like a town size, maybe a city.
I say it's just a name. It's all a word.
Village, but we had a couple of million people there.
I mean, what's really the difference between a continent and a state? There isn't any. It's a name.
What's a continent? Never heard of that word.
Oh wait, while that's happening, Simon, I am paying attention to make sure no one's trying to shoot this thing.
At the moment, no one. It looks like a lot of people are just running to their homes.
Okay.
When you fly over, you don't really notice if there's anyone.
Well, I'm yelling at the top of my lungs so they know that someone is on top of this. Azul, king of the island.
Roll a quick.
With champion of the gauntlet, the center king, center throne.
Performance check with disadvantage because no one can fucking hear you.
Oh, why not? Shit! 12 and a 4. God damn it.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem like anyone really hears you, but you're still yelling it all the same.
Yeah, he doesn't care. And so I go to the mansion trying to see if I see Atticus or like a group of people.
So yeah, you fly down to the mansion, and the wyvern like lands on the top of the mansion and just like smashes half the roof in the process. You can see the like reptiles in the you're on the roof of the mansion. You can see the reptiles that are in like the stables just go berserk. This wyvern is here, trying to run and like smash into stuff and like get away. You don't see Atticus anywhere initially.
Okay. So I pat it on the back. Good job there, Jet. And I jump off and cast levitate.
Okay.
And I float down to the fountain that was like in front of the mansion.
Okay.
And then I get down and I'm like, Atticus! Atticus! Are you around here?
There's no response, and you see your wyvern hop off the back of the building and just smash one of the stables and just start destroying this lizard inside and eating it.
That is good. Good Jet. And I just keep walking.
Yeah, you hear like a commotion the other side. Yeah, I guess and you walk in and there doesn't seem to be anybody in the mansion or near the mansion.
And I walk back out. I'm just looking around. I'm like, okay. And I just kind of paying attention to Jet to make sure that it's not taking off. So I go over there, probably like grab whatever, like rope or whatever for the harness at least to kind of like almost like a leash or something. Or do I need to make one? But
yeah, I mean the saddle on the wyvern is just a tied saddle. There's no like leash or anything like that. And the wyvern, when you go around the corner to the back of the house, you see the wyvern's like head is inside of the stable, and it's just tearing this lizard apart. And the other two lizards on the other side are just going ballistic, like smashing against the walls of the stables, like trying to smash against the doors. Like they're just going completely batshit crazy.
I go over there to Jet while it's eating, and I pat it, and I try to tie a rope to the harness and just chill with another 5. And just be like, good. You can bring one up to your baby.
Okay, like after maybe So yeah. In the meantime, I
Mhm.
guess the other three of you walk into the village. You stroll in, and there is like no one there, like no one at all on the streets, and they're kind of very similar to when you first walked in. There's like shutters closed. Like you can't really see light on inside. There's nobody around. It's a little bit tidier. That people have clearly been doing some work, but they're not on the streets at all.
Okay.
Ryan, you're muted.
Sorry.
Go, Mogrim.
I'm like looking around. I feel like it's a little weird that no one's around there, but just heading up towards the mansion.
Okay. The rest of you guys going to?
I don't know, Che. What do you want to do? For once, I'm not going to take initiative here.
I think Che needs you to take initiative right now.
All right.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
Listen. Look, we're just gonna go into town. We're gonna find where these guys are, and hopefully Azul didn't terrorize someone and scare the living shit. Fantasia. Unless Mogrim wants to do something else.
Go to the mansion. That's what I said. We're going to the mansion.
Mogrim's going to the mansion. Yeah.
Then let's follow
Seems like
Mogrim.
the best place to wait because we don't know where we saw Azul fly over, but now we don't see him. He probably went to the mansion. I don't know where Tinton is. I mean, that seems like the logical place to go.
I'm still worried about Tinton.
Place to go. So,
and I'm also worried he could probably be feeding pirates to the Wyvern, knowing how cruel he is to people he sees as pirates. So
it's possible.
It's that, and I've been thinking about that little weasel that got away from us. So.
Look, we should probably try to track him down, but I mean, I don't know where else would Azul go other than the mansion. So I guess that's really where we can go.
Fair point.
Coach.
Cool. So yeah,
we all head towards
you guys start heading towards the mansion. In the meantime, unbeknown to you, when Azul was smoking, the two of the lizards that were not being devoured by this thing had smashed through their stable doors and are just bolted. And so as you're going up towards the mansion, you see two pretty large horse-sized lizards just pelting towards you in a direction, and you all sort of ready your weapons to attack, and they just go straight past you and just out into the town somewhere. And so you just see two large lizards just run past you like they're terrified for their lives as you're walking up to the mansion.
What's going on? That does not seem normal.
Yeah. So you get up to the mansion and you don't see anything initially, and as you head around the side, you just see Azul sort of sitting on the. You're not sitting on the wyvern, Azul. You're just by the.
Nope, right next to him, just doing the same old
Azul's
bullshit chat.
Azul's just sitting next to this wyvern, which is just eating something in one of the stalls. You see the other two to the side of him, the doors have been smashed off their hinges. There's a bit of red, some kind of red liquid on each one. You can assume it's blood. And Azul's just chilling there with a flag as you walk up.
Why did those lizards just escape?
What?
There was two lizards that just ran past us. Do you know anything about them?
Oh,
Azul.
One of them. I thought only one got away. I thought they ate the other two. Oops, I guess. I don't know. It just ran off.
Do we know who these lizards even belong to? I don't want to
Yeah, they belong to the asshole that we killed.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's the same stable. I mean, that's what I assume.
Yeah, same place. You remember when we first walked in? There was here, and then the big bitch came through, and she tried to kill us.
Big bitch.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. I mean, but still, we don't know. Maybe he stole them from someone else in town. It'd be a shame. All I'm saying, I'm just looking out for.
Well, hopefully they ran home.
Actually, it's pretty dangerous that those are just running around town. I mean, it's good that everyone is scared and shuttered in their homes right now. Goodness sake, who knows what trouble that could cause?
Nah, it'll be alright. If you need me to, I can go catch them with Jet.
I
think you just eat them.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Jet will eat them, and then so Jet has babies, or it has one
Jet
baby.
has babies.
It has one baby, and it has multiple eggs. And Tintan was supposed to be here. I don't know if I need to go check on him or not.
Yeah, that was the
Yeah, we
first
haven't seen
question I asked. Where is Tintan?
He said he was following me, and then he left. I guess
Yeah.
I don't know. So maybe I need to go.
Go
Yeah,
where?
where would Tintin go?
They're on the top of the
can't-
volcano. That's where they are right now. Yeah, I think. I hope they're not killing him.
So you're saying Tintan is possibly being devoured by a family of wyvern, and you're here in town
I told him
relaxing?
to follow me. He decided not to, so I didn't know what else to do. I didn't know. I thought he was behind me, and then I saw you, and I was like, oh, okay, maybe he needed to take a pee stop or something. And then I thought he would be here already, but clearly not. So maybe I should go up there.
Can you maybe wait? Can you send him a message?
Not this far. It's at the top of the mountain if he's there.
I could possibly send him a... Wait, no, I can't. I'm too pooped. Never mind. I consider it.
Did you say you're full of shit, Fantasia?
I did not say that. You're listening to your inner dialogue there, Azul.
Thought you cast message.
I actually learned a very good spell, better than yours, but it takes a lot out of me. That's how I talked to Papetti earlier. Oh,
Papetti?
fuck. Yeah, I talked to Papetti earlier. I told him about the wyvern. So, I don't know when he's expecting us, so I do hope the town just doesn't happen to be attacked by wyverns and they try to welcome them in, and that's not us.
Where? You talking about the Golapa? I'm not bringing Jet there. Jet will watch over here, make sure people act right. You know?
Oh, wait.
You know?
So I sent that whole message for nothing? I thought you were the one who said we want to arrive on wyverns. That was your idea.
Yeah. You can tell him tomorrow. Never mind. Jet is not ready. She has babies. She cannot leave here. You know, and it wouldn't be safe for her or the babies.
I don't think it would be safe for us.
Yeah.
It's like, imagine if we walked into that we go on Galapa and we get attacked because they see a massive flying thing coming at them, you know.
Oh yeah, I mean I kind of thought about that
they
too. You
wouldn't
know,
have. Papetti knew. I'm sure Papetti gave forewarning.
I don't know.
I'll look at my wyvern to see if it's a boy or girl.
Roll a nature check.
Animal handling. Let's go.
Nature.
Undercarriage.
Exactly.
It was a 15, so 14.
Undercarriage check.
Your wyvern is a girl.
Hey. All right.
Oh.
Yeah, she says I could tell she don't want to really make the flight right now. So it's okay. She will watch the island and she will make sure everything is good here. I'm trying to tell Atticus so he doesn't get freaked out, but I do not see anyone when I come to the village. Like, they all are not doing their job. They're supposed to be cleaning up the streets, and I saw no one when I came to here. So I'm kind of frustrated. These people are shit.
Azul, did you not think that you came upon the town in a massive, intimidating beast and think that had something to do with it?
No, I was yelling, I am here, your savior, the island king guy, and I heard nothing, I saw nothing. I just think they're lazy,
You don't think any of that sounded intimidating?
I think they went to sleep.
Okay.
It is nighttime.
I'll give you that. It's possible. They could be sleeping. Some guy just probably wants to run out into the woods real fast to get a quick nap.
What are you talking about?
Tree. On our way up here, somebody was just sprinting out of town as fast as they could.
Maybe he was given away from his wife.
What are you implying with that, Azul?
Yeah, I don't know. If there's girls like you, Fantasia, I'll probably leave too.
Okay, in the meantime, Tintan, you're spending some time sort of like like gaining the trust of this smaller wyvern. You've got it to stop cowering right now, but you realize you are gonna have to spend like 5 or 6 hours with it, like trying to give it some food and like showing it that you're connected to the other wyvern to like gain its trust. So is there anything you want to be doing while you're up there, or are you just you're muted?
Muted.
While I'm up there, I'm trying to basically train the one that I am connected to a little bit. Basically with whistles and stuff like that. Like when I whistle, it comes to me, things like that. And while I'm doing that, trying to get connected with the little one, bringing it food every once in a while, and trying to rub it and showing them that I'm taking care of the other one. Basically, like I said, I'm gonna stay up there all day doing that, just taking care of the one that got wounded and slowly trying to gain the trust of both of them and teach it commands like to come here and stuff like that.
Okay, you surmise that it would probably take you quite some time of training over time to get it to really do anything. It doesn't really have any understanding of commands or anything. You start doing it, but you're like, this is probably going to take quite a few weeks to like get it to actually act like a domesticated animal of some kind, or at least somewhat have control over it. But yeah, you start doing that, and yeah, you do take a bit of time over the course of the night to sort of like gain the trust of this smaller one, which is, you can see that it's sort of like stretching its wings every now and again. It definitely can't really fly yet, but it seems to be getting as sort of the morning comes, it's starting to get a bit more used to it, and you're super tired. So yeah, in the meantime, is there anything you guys want to do? Are you gonna like sort of do anything this evening, or are you just gonna sort of hang out and discuss at the mansion?
I mean, go ahead.
I need some rest after that fight, so I would prefer to go to sleep, but also, we can reconvene, discuss how we're supposed to present this whole thing.
Yeah, you won't be able to like sleep because you only just woke up. But
do we really?
Did you really?
I thought we just finished that fight and then.
Yeah, actually, I think you're right. Yeah, you probably could go to sleep for the night.
Yeah, Mo's tired. I'll leave it at that.
So you guys want to sort of bed down for the evening and get some rest?
100%.
I mean,
Get the Z's.
Can we see?
Unless Azul wants to continue.
I just wanted one question. Can we at least find Atticus? Do you think it's easy to find him real quick? If not, I need to go probably check on Tintan.
Do you think he's still awake?
I would believe so. He better not be sleeping on the job. No? Anyone?
It is night.
Hello?
Milgram said it is nighttime.
Yes, but he needs to be up. He was supposed to wait on us. Okay? But we got it.
I mean, Atticus, just go to the old lady's bar. I'm sure if you kick something around, she'll pop up.
I got to stay by Jet. Okay, I don't think she's okay, accountable with people just yet, So I am watching her, but it's okay. I will go and check on Tintan, make sure he's okay and not killed or eaten by baby Jet. And I guess I'll be back. And so I get on Jet and I try to get her to go back to the top of the volcano.
Animal handler, Jet, please.
8.
Yeah, and it seems quite happy where it is. It just sits down. And it just like curls up a bit where it is. It's eaten a lot.
Okay, well,
seems pretty happy there. It tosses a bit of the hay around on the floor and it like curls up in the hay.
Maybe
not notice
maybe she's
how
full.
fast it was.
Maybe
that was quick to get to 10 tons old.
She might be full, you can't, how they say you can't swim on a full stomach. Maybe you can't fly on one either. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, I will sit here. Y'all can go rest. I understand you want to, and I will chill with Jet, and so I just gotta kick up with right next to the wyvern. And just hang out.
All right.
Just...
Okay, so
where
the evening. Oh, sorry. Do you want to?
Our tower's like still out in the middle of the island, isn't it?
It's out underneath the mansion in the huge room.
Oh, I thought we put it in the island, on the island after we
did you?
left.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, it's like down by the shoreline, I think, somewhere.
Yeah. So we put all that treasure in there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm gonna go sleep in there. You guys can sleep near this thing that I think will eat me when Azul's not looking, because I think he might have trained it to hate me. So I'm going to the tower.
Yeah,
down,
I'm gonna go
down
sleep
to
in
the
Sorry, go on.
castle sounds about right. That's a safer spot.
Mhm.
All these beds are wet anyway, right? Probably still a little soggy. Yeah, so I'll go downstairs.
Mm.
Okay, so yeah, you guys head down. I think that you were saying that too, right, Thomas? Yeah, so you guys head down to where the tower is, and yeah, on the way down, as you walk past one of the sort of alleyways, you hear like, and you look, and Atticus is there, and he's like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Oh, what's up?
What?
I'm assuming as you're alive, that wyvern was something to do with you all.
Oh, yeah, that's your king's pet. So
Azul captured a wyvern, so he has a wyvern now. There's a second one somewhere.
apparently there's a nest of
Who is
them.
well
So
known as a scholar, my reference.
Ah.
Jeez.
I know of him. Jesus.
It's a controlled wyvern. Maybe
Really, I heard like yelling or screaming coming from it.
that I don't know.
That may have been. It was eating something in the stables earlier. That may have been what you've heard crying for help. But it seems relaxed in there. It's sleeping with the captain. So
Okay, so we're just gonna wait till the morning. Could you come and get me when you're going back up there? Because I don't really want to go near that thing.
actually, before we go to bed, the captain actually did want to see you. So you want to come up with? No. He's a busy man.
In the morning. I mean, he isn't anything to do with me. I don't report to him as such.
Right, but he's the king, isn't he?
Not my king. I report to the Platinum Anthem. I don't report to some island king.
I mean, you've been here a while. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no. I don't know what you're trying to insinuate, but no. So I'm going to wait until the morning. Come and get me when you're ready to go up there. And hopefully King Azul is feeling better, because we have a lot to discuss. There's a lot to do here. I've been talking with the islanders, and well, yes, let's talk about it in the morning, shall we?
Wait, does it involve Donovan?
Not unless you know where he is, no.
Ah, god damn it. Fine. Yeah, morning. Morning works.
Okay, well, I'll see you in the morning. Have a good evening, all. Hopefully, King Azul does not decide to fly a wyvern into the town tomorrow before we go and see him. So let's go up there first thing, shall we? And make sure that we can control the situation. Where is Tintin exactly?
That's
a very good question.
Did he not
We
make
don't know.
it?
He also got a wyvern, and then we haven't seen him since.
We heard that from King Azul, he's apparently at a nest, and he said, "I'll catch up with you." And that was literally his last words to Azul, so take that how you will. Yeah, we may have lost a priest.
Well, hopefully we will see him in the morning also. Because it seems like, well, actually you are all making quite a lot of sense right now, which is surprising. So hopefully Tintin will come back. Tintin is your leader, right? Is that correct?
It's the one we want to be a leader.
He talks a lot. Just because he talks a lot doesn't mean he's a leader. We're like all equal. It's like a democracy. I don't know if you've heard of that.
Sure it is. Okay, anyway, good night. I'll see you in the morning. So and he goes back inside the local bar and doesn't seem as upset anymore. And yeah, you guys all head to the tower. and you bed. Are you posting up any kind of watch or anything, or are you just happy to? I don't think anyone can enter the tower without you allowing them to enter the tower. So
Vampire rules.
Can you read the tower? Because I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah.
You can enter the tower without Tintin being there, but I'm not.
Oh goodness.
I think he willingly allows who he wants to walk in and walk out. So
Like the first time, okay, yeah, we'll allow that. I think that's fine. So yeah, you get into the tower, and unless you want to do anything else, we'll skip to the morning.
All right.
well, I'm assuming at night that Jet leaves eventually.
Nope.
Oh, because it's nocturnal. So
Yep, it just means it's active at night.
Oh,
Doesn't mean
okay.
It's calmed by the daylight.
okay.
So it basically the daylight comes and Jet is still very much asleep, like curled up, and you know the dawn breaks. Tintin, you know you sort of you're working with these animals maybe for about until about sort of 2 or 3 a.m. And you do realize, after sort of inspection of the area, that this has clearly been used as a nest for these animals for quite a long time, and the eggs that are there do seem to be like that you can definitely see like movement of something inside them. You can tell that they've not been freshly laid; they've been there for a while. So they probably are going to hatch soon-ish. You have a good enough understanding of animals that you probably could move the eggs. You've gotten the smaller wyvern to trust you mostly now, but it's not really capable of leaving the nest as it is. They obviously need to be brought food on a pretty regular basis. But you realize that it's probably got enough food to survive, a couple of days, and you also know that you haven't seen any kind of dangerous beast or even really seen how a beast could even get to where you are. So you summarize it's a pretty safe route for the area. So as the morning comes, you do feel confident enough to be able to fly down with your wyvern. But it's up to you if you want to do that or not.
So we all take a full rest.
Yeah.
Get a full rest. Yeah.
I go ahead and fly down with the wyvern.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, Tintin, you do not get a full rest because you're working in the evening. So,
Okay.
unless you wanted to sleep in late, but I guess you probably don't.
I do want to sleep in late.
Oh, okay. Then, yeah, you sleep through till later on in the day.
So we wake up before you.
Yeah. So, Azul, you are woken up by the group arriving back at the mansion, and they are with Atticus. And Atticus comes around the corner. He's like, "Oh, shit!
Hey, Atticus.
That's a big creature."
Yes. And wanted to talk to you last night, but I couldn't find you. I guess all of you went to sleep early. It's crazy.
Well, no, the villagers ran for their lives. There was a large dragon-like beast flying over the town and someone screaming.
Yeah, well, they need to understand, that we have the island here and that they need to listen to us and you, on this island. So,
well, they listen to me generally anyway. I don't really.
Well, I remember you was afraid, You said, "Hey, I'm kind of nervous to be here."
We got through that.
Yeah, well,
and
DC.
Also, most people are afraid of the group that I am with in the island, so I'm pretty okay.
Well, this is
Beatrice is a dangerous lady, so.
Well, this already was an interesting way of showing them they should understand, fear, and respect us more. That's how that should be.
Right, rule the island with fear.
And respect.
Got it.
There's two things.
Sounds nothing like the previous king at all.
What?
Huh?
Hey.
Yes, I don't know if fear is the greatest way to control people, Azul.
Oh, well, all right, hold on. Say, just show that you have power, so they do not try to do a coup. There's some people.
Like a display of power.
Yeah, there you go. That's what I meant. Like
display of piracy.
Yeah. Prove your top pirate. I get it.
No, pirates. Just we are not the ones to backstab. That is the point there. Okay. So anyway, I just wanted that as a display. You know.
All right, we're gonna let you stop talking. Atticus, you said you wanted to talk to something about
Yes, so
Yeah.
I was. We had a
Jet?
meeting of the villagers of the townsfolk yesterday evening, but as just after you left, and we've come up with a list of things that need to be done with the town, and obviously as the town's new guardians, stroke rulers, it does fall upon yourselves to help with these tasks. So the things that we have a list, yes, to discuss. I would rather we waited for Tim. Did you find out if Tintin was alive?
I was about to go get him actually in a minute. I know he's good. He would have told us otherwise.
how Azul.
Why weren't these things on the island? This list that you need completed. Why weren't they done before?
What do you mean?
You have a list of things that need to be done on the island.
Yeah. Now that we are free of a tyrannical ruler who killed people and ate them.
It seems like you're making demands pretty quickly.
I mean, we need help pretty quickly. Yeah.
I mean, it seems like freedom is a pretty big improvement. Now all of a sudden you've got another to-do list.
Yeah. It turns out freedom is great, but when the buildings are falling down and the streets are filled with dead bodies and well, basically that's the two main things. But also we need food, which we didn't have or don't have. We need the ships repaired. We need to work out who's in charge here. You know, there's a fair amount that needs to be done.
Are there woodworkers in this town?
There is one. Yes, he's currently working flat out, trying to repair some of the ships.
Okay, so first of all,
got that sorted.
as rulers here, I think we show our good nature to the people here. As our wyvern goes off, I would have her go back home. She'll be okay. She is just the guardian of this island now, and we will use these. What? Fantasia. Silence. Silence. Okay. So we will help out the people before we leave. Tintan wanted to do this anyway, so Tintan and I were sitting there and talking, and he was like, "Hey, we should stay and help out the island just a little bit." And I was like, "You know what? That's a good idea." And I will go get him, and he will be very happy to help everyone out.
Cool.
So
okay.
Tintin will now be in charge. How does that?
So we'll be leaving tomorrow after Tintin
I don't think
gets on all his work.
Tintin wants to be here for a little bit longer than tomorrow. Fantasia.
What do you mean a little longer than tomorrow?
It's good for us to show good faith to the people here, and then we can go and we can do whatever we need to. We can get back up for Atticus here, which I was trying to do before. You know, is get him some backup here.
Again, what is a little longer than tomorrow?
Anyway, Atticus, we are very interested in helping you. Just give us a moment, get our whole crew together, like you know. We all kind of work together as a group, and we will see what we can do and what we can't do, and we'll find people to do those things.
That's great, Atticus. Azul, you're not comprehending why I'm asking that, and I get it. You're not as fast as the rest of us. That's okay. That's okay. I'll dumb it down for you. I'll do that. Azul, I need to know how much longer we're here, so I can contact Papetti again and let him know.
That's the reason why I'm getting Tintan.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's someone easier to talk to anyway.
No, we make agreements together.
That's not. Just please get Tintan, Azul. Please.
All the supplies they need to repair are in the forest. I don't understand what help. We can point you that direction. What do you want me to do?
Honestly, I think I'm with Mogrim here. How do I benefit from doing a bunch of chores?
Guys,
are they paying me?
Guys, this is.
We don't even live here.
Great point. I don't even live here.
Am I flying in right now?
No, I gotta come. You would slept in.
I know. That's why
I mean, That's why I'm asking.
Hey, guys.
How long?
Again, this is why I want to get Tintan. Make sure we are all together. We discuss what we need to. Let Atticus know what the rules of operation is for us. And then we decide from there. That way, he won't be mad. Because, he keeps getting his feelings hurt because people don't do what they want to do. Or he feels like we're not doing our best. And, he already said that I shall stay as Lita. But we need to make better moves. And I want to make sure we are all on the same page together.
I mean, you said he's the one who wants to help out the most. Isn't that why you're getting him? So he can do all the chores? Like he wants to?
I just said so we can make decisions together.
We can lead him to the forest where all the wood is, the buildings and the ships. I don't know.
We can do that. Yes, we can. But we live.
Also with Mogrim Brothers. I'm not good with Amber.
As much as Mogrim, I'm not as big and big on building as Mogrim is. He could be right. All the tools are here, but we did do a lot. We burned a lot of bodies the other day. I'm just gonna throw that out.
Eat the rest of them.
Nah.
Problem solved.
It's not like we were burying them anyway. They were getting burned, so.
Okay. Anyway, Atticus, I'm about to go and try to get Tintan, and I get on the back of Jet, and I'm like, "Come on, Jet."
Jet just like shakes you off.
And I start like pulling the thing.
Not budging.
God damn it.
So cool.
Bodies on your way.
What?
So yeah, Atticus is like, how about we go down to the inn, have some breakfast. Let's wait for Tintan to arrive, and then we can discuss what is needed, what your team may be interested to help with, and what not. And we can maybe allocate some tasks to villagers if needed, or townsfolk. How does that sound?
Oh, I would love a breakfast.
And come to think of it, there technically already is someone in the forest. I hope they're gathering wood, or at least supplies.
Or they didn't get eaten by big wolves.
Oh shit, that's true.
Anyway, not our problem. Let's go get something to eat. She is still tired from last night's meal. And I get off and I start walking with Atticus towards the diner or whatever.
Okay, the diner. you head down to the 1960s diner.
Oh boy,
diner.
Yes, you get to the inn, and it's like a grotty, pretty grim bar. There's already a couple of people there drinking. Looks like there was one guy in the corner who was drinking all night and is just passed out. And Beatrice says, you got back then. What do you want? I got you the first one on the house. You want a beer? You want an ale?
I want some food.
Yeah.
Fish. You got fish? Do you like fish?
Yeah, fish is good. If whatever you got.
Do you have anything from a bigger animal, like a buffalo or something large?
No, we've still only really got some of the rations that we had left from the yesterday. So we will definitely send a hunting party out to hunt down one of the bison, and we should have steak on the menu by this evening. Yeah.
Guess it is fish, boys.
Not a problem.
Eating like.
I'll take some fish.
Yeah,
grilled fish. Right, I'm on my way. I'll be right back. It's 1 silver for that, if that's okay with everyone.
Wait, per person?
Yeah.
1 silver for everyone.
That's good.
Oh,
problem.
Yeah. That's great. That's great.
Yeah.
I would do that.
I'm with you, Jay. I thought you were trying to skim us real quick.
One more, Matt. Do you have seasoning?
We have salt.
Okay.
Great. Okay, and then she heads off, and yeah, you guys like not even half an hour, like 15 minutes goes by. She brings out some like warm ales, which are not good, but they are ale at the same, and some fish, like anime style grilled on a stick, because they don't have any like working fires or anything yet, so they had to just make something outside, and they're grilling fish outside. But it does smell really good, like that crispy grilled mackerel smell that you get. So you bring out some fish, and you guys like tuck into like some very. I mean, it's good, right? Because it's just been caught, so fresh grilled mackerel from the sea. You tuck into that, and at about like 11 o'clock or so, Tintin walks in. Tintin, you tried to get your wyvern to leave, but it wouldn't either. So you had to like walk down the mountainside back to the village. So you're a bit tired, but you wander into the smell of this beautiful smell of like cooked fish that's coming from the inn.
Tintin, you look rough, boy.
Good
Tintin,
morning.
you're alive.
What? Tintin? Oh, great.
Tintin!
Good morning.
Give me 2 seconds.
Where's your wyvern?
Oh, left him up there with the other baby wyvern.
Told you.
So
I
that's
stayed there for the night because I just wanted to get accommodated with my wyvern and the small team, make it a little bit comfortable with humans a little bit more. I mean, not humans, us a little bit more. So
it's cool. Well,
stay there. And I had
go
to pray to
ahead.
court for a little bit.
I don't think you had to do that.
No,
but-
I had to pray to court for a little bit.
No.
Well, I'm glad you're okay. Everybody else
Yeah.
is worried. I was like, that boy Tintin, he's good. No problem.
That somebody decided to decorate the castle.
What you mean?
We were.
It was damaged
Why-
before I got there, So anyway,
So you
hey,
admitted without
hey, Jet on the way. Jet, by the way, she took out one of the lizards that was trying to kill us when we first walked in there. She's good now,
I don't think she did that out of revenge for you, but cool.
She knows my heart.
Mogrim, do you want my ale? I don't like piss to wash down the taste of a good fish. I'm just saying. This is awful.
What? Yes. What?
Oh,
Of course.
well, there you go. I think you should try it too, Tintin. It's wonderful ale. It's better than the fish.
Today I just sip on some hot tea and some water.
Cool.
Yeah,
Hey, lady, can you give him some fish too?
Oldly.
Beatrice is like, listen, that's fair. Hot tea and water, I got the water. Bring you that. Fish, got that too. Bring it out.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all. And I give her another silver, even though it doesn't need it, but yeah.
She takes it straight away, definitely. Atticus turns to the group and he's like, okay, so as I was saying, welcome back, Tintin. We have a number of tasks that we, as a village town, well, it's like a village of people, but it's town size. There's not a lot of people left. There's some tasks that needs doing, and there's also some things that I think maybe we should do that I've also added there. So how long are you? I mean, technically speaking, you are rulers of this island now. So to some extent, there is pretty high responsibility for you to look after the island. I don't know what will happen if you leave the island, because I think that the king or the person needs to be here to stop the animals attacking the island or the town. So we need to work out that.
That would have been nice if you told us that beforehand, Atticus.
Well, I didn't know beforehand until you came back as the king, and we knew that the animals stopped attacking. I didn't know that before.
All right. Well, prepare yourself, because you might get fucked, okay?
You want us to help rebuild the town the wyverns are going to destroy after we leave?
I'm hoping that they're not going to destroy the town after you leave. There's some good people here.
Resilient people.
Are you planning on?
I have not spoke with the rest of the group. The only person that I have spoke to was Azul. If you may, can you give us a few minutes as a group to talk, and then I'll come back to you. As of right now, can you get people to start hunting for food and a couple of people to start building?
Already on that. Already on it. Yeah.
Leave me the list so I can look through the list with the group, and then we'll get back to you as soon as possible.
That sounds fantastic. Here you go. And he rolls out a big piece of parchment that has about well, it has almost exactly 11 points on it. And,
Huh.
as you read through them, they say,
Oh god.
so clean up the town, which includes clean the buildings, clear the streets of debris, muck, and clear the water of all the bodies. Repair the walls and buildings, which also includes completing and repairing the sewage system and returning the water to the building, the running water to the town. Rejuvenate, feed, and nourish the peach and wine vineyards, and try and help the farmland come back to life, to be farmable. And then that's the sort of top three that seems to have been written by villagers or townspeople. Then there is he's put explore the island ? Bring Platinum Anthem in to police the island ? Establish a governing group ? Then
Wait, what was that?
Establish governing group.
Yeah, and that's what he's got. And then I have added, because this is a discussion you guys have to make, do you want to bring Platinum Anthem in, or do you want to bring Proteus Guard in, or do you want to bring in militia that you control instead as the defenders? You guys get to choose. Yes, establish a government of some kind on the island. Do you want to establish like a shrine or a temple to any particular gods on the island? Do you want to set up any kind of operations on the island? Do you want to repair any of the ships? There is time that's going to be needed to actually train the wyverns to do anything, like realistically. And do you want to try and get some more population for the town? You know that there is a lot of refugees around that have been left homeless, and you now control a very lush and tropical island. That's that. That's your options. 11 things. So Tintin, yeah, sorry, go ahead and.
No, you good. So
they all have different time limits, which I'll tell you about once you decide what you want to do.
So group.
Yo.
I have a lot to say, but I'm gonna go talk about this list first. This list is things that need to be done not by us, but because they don't have anybody to give them direction. We don't personally have to do this list, but we must give them direction. We are taking over an island. We are the head of the island. It is not them telling us we have to do it, but we have to put the right people in place to get it done.
I agree.
So with that being said, I would like to stay here for a month. If you do not want to stay here for a month, you do not have to. I'm not asking you to. I am saying I am staying here for a month. So if you want to leave, you can leave. I will make sure that the island get back to where it needs to be. But can you please send a message, or if y'all leave me here for that month, can you please get my homeboy back here with me and the liquor company here as well. That's all I asked for.
Who's your homeboy?
Caius.
Oh. I was thinking it was going to be Boom Boom, and I was like, why would you ever call Boom Boom a homeboy?
Now, I would like Caius here. I would like to talk to Azul about all of us having a piece of the island, because I would like to bring Cord here as well. Not to maintain the whole place, but just like the other island where they had their own different sections. So I would like to bring Cord to a part of the island that Azul allows me to govern.
This is our island. This is not my island. I'm not here as a dictator or nothing. I don't care what y'all do. I honestly didn't really know I was even going to do this, to be honest with you. So it is up to us. The reason why I wanted us to be in this is so we all can talk about what we want to do. For me, I am okay with staying here for a little bit to help, like cleaning up and stuff like that. I can do that in my sleep. That's nothing. But we need to figure out some ways to show that we run this island and we're doing it better than Drummond. Right? And then I am okay. Again, I think something that would be good is if you do not want to be here, you could go to Golapa, right? And or Golona, one of the two. It was one of them places. You take to the bigger island, okay? And then you go and you can get like the Proteus guard to come here. So you take one of the dreaded pirate people here, and you let them sell out, and then bring in the Proteus guard to this island so they can set up camp and make it a nice place for people to go instead of a shit show. No?
I mean, Protheus Guard. If we do that, why not just get your, I don't know, an uncle, your cousin? Your cousin likes you.
No, they will not want to be here. Seriously. We have an island. We don't need this island.
Mogram.
It's called expansion.
Is no chambermaid. I won't be cleaning up after anybody. I like the idea of exploring the island. I could take a party out to try and tame the lands around the village.
I think that would be great for you.
Yeah, that I don't like that, Mogram. You're gonna help with the hunting and find a new places to set up shop. You're not a maid. You're right. You don't need to be cleaning and building for them.
Yeah, you could probably help us with the wyverns, you know?
Sure.
You're animal people.
One kill under my belt.
I think I can help with like the cleaning of the helping the fertilization and all that, and the more nature stuff. I don't really, building's not really my thing. I'm good at destroying things, not so much building things.
Yeah, that's why he said help with the animals. But
the animals in the farmland makes a lot of sense for you.
Yes, farmland. I will work on the sewage, making sure that clean water is coming through and helping.
My only thing is, I don't want to stay here for a month.
I don't want to be here for a month. I want to get it started for the week and then do what we need to do. The problem is, Atticus just told me.
Like I said, that is fine if y'all do not want to. I do. It's a reason why I do, so you can leave me. Tell Caius to come, and then I'll come meet up with y'all.
So why do you want to leave so bad? I feel like you hate us, Tintin.
I think the answer is yes, with his eyes directed to you.
I need peace.
Ouch.
For a month. I need peace. Because if I don't have peace, I will not find my holy place. I almost lost my connection with Cord fucking with you. So, therefore, I must have peace for a month. I am not trying to be rude. I am being straightforward. You do not have to use the truth box or whatever the fuck you use. I am going to tell you the truth.
So basically, I have a list. So if you have a month, there's a number of options for you guys, right? So cleaning up the town and the buildings is going to take a week. Mainly, it only has to be one person, or it can be multiple people to reduce.
It'll be me. I'm pressing dissertation, everything.
So yeah, but also you're guiding the townsfolk to help with the cleanup, right?
Yeah.
Then there is repairing the walls and the buildings of the city is going to take 3 weeks to do properly. There is feed and nourish the peach vineyards and plants, and fertilize and replant the farmland is going to take a week. Exploring the island is going to take a week for each location on the island, and there is 3 locations on the island. So 3 weeks if you were just going to explore them all. Bringing the ships and supporting guard to the island is going to take 2 weeks because you've got to sail to Golana and sail back. If someone wants to pick up Caius, that is also going to take 2 weeks because you have to sail there and you have to sail back. You can get across the reef because there is people here who know how to do it. And establishing the government you would do right at the end. It would take 4 weeks, but you need to do it at the end because you'd need to find people that could take positions. And there is a number of positions you can fill. There is a guard captain, a head of trade, a mayor, or prince regent, whatever you want to call him. So those are the 3 you have to have. You have to have someone who's in charge of trade, someone who's in charge of the guard, and someone who is in charge of the whole town. You can also get a scholar who's like a scientist, a priest, like a head priest who's in charge of like the religious side of the island, and a political liaison person who like travels and discusses politics with other islands. Establishing a shrine or temple takes 4 weeks. It's the hardest part because you have to build a fucking temple, basically. If you want to set up the brewing and growing farm from Golana here instead, it's going to take you 2 weeks because you need to go to Golapa and back. Repairing the ships, which would be like fishing ships, to bring like fish to the island is going to take 2 weeks. Training the wyvern is going to take 4 weeks because they are fully grown wyvern and have never been trained, so it's going to take time. But you can do that whilst you do other things because you don't spend all your time with them. And getting the population up to an amount that is needed, so you need about 20 to 50 more families, is going to take 4 weeks because you'll need to go to Golapa, you'll need to go and speak to people, you'll need to find refugees, you need to find ships for them, and then you'll need to bring them back. The decision you guys have to make is, first of all, who wants to do what? First of all, if everyone wants to stay for a month. Second of all, who wants to do what? Thirdly, if you bring in a guard, who are you going to use, right? There's 3 options. There's the Platinum Anthem, there's the Proteus Guard, or there's a hired militia. The general difficulties there are the Platinum Guard, whoever goes to... Sorry, Platinum Anthem. Whoever goes to Golana, or if it's a group of you going to Golana, you'll have to discuss with them terms. Same for the Proteus Guard, and same for a hired militia. You'll have to discuss... For hired militia, you'll have to discuss payment of that group. Over a long period, they might ask for... You don't know what they're going to ask for, basically. And we're not going to like roleplay out all of the fucking travel and stuff, but we'll roleplay out bits and pieces of it to make sure that whoever decides what gets to do some rolls and decide how well that thing goes.
Montage.
So is there, kind of like a montage. Is there anything from that list that particularly 1 or 2 of you guys want to do? For Che, for example, does he want to stay for a month, or were you not wanting to stay for a month just because you don't want to roleplay out a month of crap, or
Yes.
really doesn't want to stay for a month?
Well, we can fast forward through a lot of this.
We already.
It's a little bit of
We
both.
can do it in the next hour. We can roleplay everything.
That's what I'm saying.
What
That's
happens in the next month.
We're setting up
Because
an island that we can come back to. I think it's
Yes.
good. We're like,
This
hey,
is-
we have a stronghold, guys.
Exactly. This is now your potential base of operations.
Yeah.
And that's why my guy was saying stay there for a month, because he knows it's going to take a while to redo the village and actually get it back managed right.
And we don't have
We're
any
doing
pressing
like
issues right now.
episodes. We can do a montage of a month of stuff, and your characters will learn some stuff in that time frame. And based on what they took up, there will be some long-lasting effects or advantages or disadvantages based on what they chose to do and how they did it.
Somebody has music in the background. I think it's Bernard. Yeah.
So, anyone would like? Everyone got everything that I said, right? Or
Can you copy paste it into?
Yeah, let me put it in Slack.
Well, first,
I'll put it in Discord.
Yeah.
First, my guy is all about helping out with the cleanup because he feels like it's his opportunity to speak with the villagers on personal levels. get cool, let them know that he's good people, and understand who he needs to watch and not watch, I guess, in this town. And then definitely taking care of the wyverns.
Okay, I put it in the Discord channel. It doesn't keep bullet points, unfortunately. So
I don't need bullet
you'll
points.
see the weeks on each one.
Yeah.
So the wyverns clean up, and then when we have to go to the island to talk, I guess, I mean, that's up to you guys. My guy's going to say Proteus Guard.
Yeah, so let's role play through that bit quickly then, because you've got to decide on who you're going to go and get to be guards for the island. Okay, so your options are Platinum Anthem, which have some additional will have some additional requirements, and you'll have to role play a discussion. The Proteus Guard, which will have some additional requirements, and you'll have to role play a discussion. And Hired Militia, which will have probably no requirements, but cost money.
Well, honestly, yeah, my guy's like, we could talk to the Proteus God. These could be a good way for traders to find safety here. Merchants that always get attacked. But to be honest with you, the Platinum Anthem might make more sense because they are just the police of the area. We are Protheus God is more of the guardians of those on those shipping routes. So either one works for me, whichever makes more sense to you.
What I'll admit I was blacked out through like the whole conversation. Who's choosing what now?
No, we're just trying to figure out who's going to be doing governing.
So the
Oh.
Protheus guards usually
Yeah, we didn't.
no.
So
I was saying
Yeah,
the
go
Protheus guard. If Simon, you let me know. Protheus guard is a group that normally protects people when they're doing shipping routes for sending stuff from one island to the other. The Platinum Anthem is more of the police force, right? That like
It's like the military.
yeah. So you either get the military or you're getting people who help out merchants that do the shipping routes.
Or
Or you hire your own.
Yeah, or you pay for people with no catch.
I mean, I don't want to deal with a militia. We literally don't know where that could go.
Agreed.
And I do say I'm for Protheus Guard because Platinum Anthem, as good as they are at their city, I don't think people are going to take time to do a sudden military rule.
Roll a quick intelligence check.
Oh,
Who?
she's finally doing something with her intelligence.
Because he had to ask you to. Burn.
Ow. What is my intelligence?
Shockingly high.
Hey, guess what? If you smacking this mic one more time, I'm going to come over there and kick your ass.
Click, click.
All right, with her majigger. Oh God, she's not really sure. That's a 6.
Okay, yeah, I mean, whatever you say then. It's all good.
Okay, so
actually, Che can roll intelligence check. You have a high enough intelligence.
Low enough. Ow.
Go ahead, roll a quick intelligence.
What is this for? To figure out who's the better?
Just for a specific thing.
That's good.
Okay.
Intelligence. That is 19. No, 21.
Yeah. So,
21.
Che, whether or not you choose or not to share this with the group, you understand from your dealings so far that the Anthem are probably gonna be the most respected across the board because they're not mercenaries; they're the police. But your expectation is they're gonna want to have something like knowledge about the island or information or something like that, right? So it's like you can let the good guys in, but they're going to want to be the super good guys and control everything like good guys would. The Protheus Guard are probably the most similar to the pirates, but they'll also kill a fuckload of pirates who are on this island because they're all like Azul. So there is that. Like they will definitely rule very well, but they're probably going to slaughter people if they step out of line. And hired militia, you don't know, but you do know if you pay enough money, they'll do whatever the fuck you want them to do, and they'll do it exactly how you want them to do it, and they will ask no questions. So you've got there's positives of all of them, and there's only no negative. The only negative of hired militia is it costs you a shit ton of money. But they're the only ones that have no particular catch other than money. So they all have a catch, and they all have a positive. But you know that, but no one else does. So you can choose to speak about that or not.
I was thinking of having the people that's better with
trade routes,
doing the merchandise trade routes, and having someone like Cord on the island to make sure that everything is right.
When you say cord on the island, what exactly do you mean? Because the god does not live on the island.
No, the people, because they're more
I mean, like
cord.
a temple of cord on the island.
Yes.
I mean, he is the Storm Lord, so it makes a lot of sense.
I think we should go with the Protheus. Personally, I would rather go with the hired militia because we would have more control. And honestly, I don't really need money, so we can just use the money that we've made.
I don't care about the money either. My problem with hired militia is when you're not around, they do what they want to do, you know? And you don't
with
know.
the right amount of coin and you have a few spies around to keep them in line and communicate with us, I think we can keep track of them pretty well, you know?
Hey.
Bear in mind, you're going to have a rulership group who are going to keep charging these people.
Yes, but
Exactly.
I feel that at least with the Proteus God or the Platinum Anthem, you at least have some structure. They have been working very well. They know what they're doing, and you don't have to hold their hand, and you don't have to pay them. And if things happen, well, maybe you do have to pay them, but you know what I mean, right? Like, regardless, they're going to make the best choices that they already stick to around the whole Taldore, you know, instead of just whatever. How much money do you have? Okay, I'll do it.
Oh no, there is some risk because you
Of
align
course.
yourself with these groups.
Of course, but
Do you
I've
feel like
been with these
anybody in our group that is in the island right now, Galapa, that would want to help with that?
with
Like
what part?
the elf girl or somebody else, like put them in certain positions ourselves to get it right. Like I
Maybe.
said, I believe that Kaius would be a good police here.
I believe
have
her
his group,
brother should be
and
mayor.
then have him train the police and police the town. But I believe we could pick somebody else for treasury, like the lady that is helping us with our
I agree.
growing and stuff like that. So we could do it ourselves and have people around us that we can
Bear
build.
in mind, when I'm talking about the guard for the island, we're not talking about they won't rule the island. They will be the guards of the island.
Right.
You can put any one of those groups in and still have your own ruling group.
Right.
That command those people. They just, if it's the anthem, they'll have to ask the anthem for help. If it's a militia, they can just tell them what the fuck to do. But the anthem is much more powerful and large than a militia, so if they ask for help and they need a lot of help, the anthem will give them a lot of help. Whereas the militia will only give them help based on what the militia can do. And the Proteus Guard's kind of somewhere in between.
Yeah. They're like part militia, but part police.
To me, it doesn't matter. Whatever you choose that you want is what we're going to do. So
we didn't really run into too much adversity on the sea on our way in, though. So it's not like many people would need like seafaring guides to get here. We can have people that know the reef, drop a map, and then people will be able to get here relatively easily, which should improve the economy.
Well,
So
my argument to that though is this is a pirate island, and this is a pirate island safe haven, which means that pirates used to come here for safe haven. Which means that I want someone to fuck up pirates that want to come back here for safe haven.
I haven't seen any pirates here, though.
Thank you. Thank you.
They were definitely pirates here. They were
Maybe
here.
It used to be a pirate
they
island,
were getting fed to Germond because it's stupid.
Then the
Germond cleaned it up.
If we, especially at this point where there's no pirates, we bring in Platinum Anthem. And, they more professional. They'll be able to control people. And, I feel like that's probably better than... We don't need the Proteus Guard because it's not... No one needs protection on the water. And a militia, you can't trust mercenaries.
The Proteus Guard, the only thing that's good about that is they help with the, like if we bring our products here and we want to sell, they are good on the sea to go back, sell our products, come back with the money. That's the reason why I said that. The other reason I said a militia is because we can get our people and train our own people how to do these things. So we can have our money and our things to ourselves and do this the proper way of how we want to. But like I said, it doesn't matter to me. I'm just telling you my point.
You say it doesn't matter, but you make one point sound very much better than the others.
Well, regardless, I say we bring our people here. We have free land. They can do whatever they want to sell and and promote product, and that's a good way to build economy here. Same way we do with the island, you know. So it's smart. It's smart business.
So we're going with the Protheus guard then.
Either way, yes. My choice is Proteus.
I guess
Works for me.
that is what I was going for. But when Mogrim started talking about the seas, that kind of got to me. Was all.
Morgam is a very smart man.
Mogrim is muted.
What
Mogrim
kind
does.
of control will the Protheus guard have on the island?
It's whenever we negotiate with them.
Correct.
Honestly, we let.
So, Simon, in this situation, would I have any idea with my uncle and my father being usually the head of those conversations, how things would go there?
Yeah, so you know that the fact that you're requesting it means that it's going to be very easy to get people to there, but they are going to want to like set up a base here, and there's going to be like battleships off the island, and there is it's going to be pretty formidable space around the island, and I don't think you care that much, but
Nope.
they if someone steps out of line on the island, they're pretty ruthless. Because they have the same attitude you do, right? If someone fucks up, they die. So whether or not the Protheus guard as a guard for the island, they're probably going to let the people do roughly what they want, and then they're going to kill anyone who steps out of line.
Or they go too far, because they ain't going to just kill you just for stealing.
Who steps like a lot out of line.
Yeah,
but there's a lot of like ex-pirates on this island. So,
Yep.
You'd have to get the right people in. But it's definitely... It's the easiest solution of all of them, but it depends on how much you care about some of the people who will rent this island, because Protheus guard aren't going to be very nice to the people.
I don't want this all. Okay,
Y'all don't know that.
Out of character. I know, out of character.
You know that.
Thomas might.
Anything we pick, I don't want anybody to be afraid of. They already was ruled over fear. I just don't want anything.
We're normally very chill,
That
though.
works in character, not out of character.
We're actually pretty. Protheus guard is pretty chill, you know. I mean, no one likes the police. Plant them out. May or may not be okay.
You can roll a deception check, because you do know that. So you roll a quick deception check and see how convincing you are.
Oh,
to them?
boy. You.
Yeah. You roll.
I mean, they are chill. Just don't act like a pirate. Deception.
Oh boy.
9.
Yeah, so I mean, he says they're chill, but you've seen the guard at work. You know his methods as well. So you do know that it would be very, very good rule from them, or good defense. But they're not going to take any shit, and they probably wouldn't really listen to a government all that much, unless you got someone really fucking strong in government who can keep them in place. Yeah. So Caius might be a good choice.
After hearing you say that, I just got the feeling. How many others have a strong prejudice?
What? Look,
how many people?
I'm going to say, go ahead. We can do the Protheus guard. I just know that they're hard ass. I know that they are, and so, like I said with Caius, I would like Caius to come here and help control the island while we're gone. But we can have the Protheus guard here and just tell them that they must report to him. And just put it like that. If they're able to do that and they're willing to do that, then I'm fine with the Protheus guard. If not, then I do not want to do the Protheus guard.
That's not the problem, to be honest with you.
I wanted to know.
That's what we're going to do. Protheus guard.
The question would be, do you all agree that Caius as guard captain then for the island, or like captain of the guard, or do you want to put anyone else forward?
I was going to say Caius can guard, he can be around with all the people fighting and defending the garden this area, because again, I was going to let him say that is a good thing, because my uncle already vouched for him, so that helps.
You do know another guard captain.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. You talking about what? Papetti?
His girlfriend. No.
Oh, the girl.
His girlfriend.
Where is she? Is she Protheus guard or is she Platinum Anthem?
She is neither. She's captain of the guard for the Golana.
Oh, okay. I forgot about her.
She's a religious guard for Seren Ray.
Yeah.
I'll take that. Yeah, that'd be fair.
But she's
Actually,
also a hard ass and also a guard. So you could use Caius or you could use her. But you are right that Caius definitely had already made a connection with the Proteus guard, and to some extent, you obviously trust Caius a lot more than her because you only met her once. But she's another option there.
yeah,
and
she
actually,
has more experience.
There's technically another option,
Yeah.
which is Papetti,
Yeah.
if you brought in the Platinum Anthem.
Well, but we also got to think about. So this is people guarding outside the island. What about the
No,
people guard?
It's both the police in the island and guarding around the island.
Yeah.
They will also have to be police of the island too. Like, so when you increase the town to a decent town size, there's going to need to be a militia in the town of like maybe 20, 30 people.
Can we make them? Can we make? Okay. I don't want Papetti. I don't feel like he's strong enough. I do like Caius. I do like the other lady. The other lady has more experience, but Caius, maybe if he's telling us the truth about changing his life.
Oh my God!
It would be a great. I'm giving him props here. It would be a great opportunity for him to show that and prove that here on the island.
Yes, I agree. So let's do. If y'all agree, all in agreement, we'll do that. We'll move the business here. And then after that, we'll see what we're going to do about Treasury, which I think the lady that is taking care of our business can be the Treasury.
I agree with you.
So who wants to go to Golana and Golapa to pick up Caius and to negotiate for a guarded group? Because that's going to be like the full month for that one person or two people who are going to do that.
It's definitely going to be me because I have to speak to my people. Azul would definitely like to do that and go. I would like to help clean up a little bit and then go do that. But do that. Hope y'all don't get messed up by animals. I think Tintan got that covered. I will not go on a voyage with Fantasia. So whoever else wants to go, you can go, or I can go by myself with Atticus maybe.
Oh God.
Lovely. Mogram, do you know anybody outside the island that would want to come in the island with us?
Okay. You're muted.
Everyone he knows died.
Let Mogram search the island.
Mogram, you're muted, but also roll a quick intelligence check as well for me.
For me?
Tintan or Mogram?
Mogram. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear it. It faded out because somebody else said something.
No, you're fine. It's 11 minus 2.
Great. Well, it's high enough. You're not that stupid. You do know that there is someone that you know fairly okay who is quite adept at political liaison and discussion, which was why are they not in this list? Kargal. Who was an old friend of yours. You do know that you could potentially encourage Kargal to come here to help with sort of more like a political advisory for the island. So potentially Kargal is available, but that's the only person you really know that's relevant.
I see. I would share that with the group that I might have a political appointee available. Kargal, old friend of mine. Great guy.
Shit! Forgot about Kargal. He was
So my
was that the son of the guy on the island?
The son of the
leader,
chieftain of the other.
Yeah.
Island.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's only going to take you like a couple of weeks to make that trip separately. So you could go get Kargal, come back, and still do 2 weeks of exploring if you'd like to.
Yeah, I definitely can't help with that because only Kargal knows I exist. No one else on that island does.
Also, they kill you for not being an orc.
That's it. They don't like tieflings.
So that means you will be leaving with Mogram and then split up so he can go get Kargal, bring him back.
Wait, is he coming? We're doing that? He's going?
Wait, what?
Do we want Kargal? I'll go get him if we want him.
Yeah. Yes, we want Kargal.
Wait, do we need Kargal though?
Yes, he's more of a political. Caius is not political.
Not at all.
And,
no.
The Prophet's Guard, yes, they are good, but I don't believe they're political. They're more hard ass, on the sea, kill pirates.
Yeah, but do we think the other lady that's with Caius, if she can come here and do something else here? with the
I don't
leadership.
think both of them are going to come. I think it's
Why-
either
We
why
can.
wouldn't they?
I say go for it. I mean, why not try and get them both?
Okay,
She
that
doesn't
She
means
will
have
get a
to go
promotion.
political.
Like,
that
think
mean
about
one
it.
that mean one person goes.
Yeah, I
One
will
person
go.
goes and do all of this.
I will go.
Okay.
Yeah,
And then we can
Azul's
stay on the
already
island and
on
fix the
there.
island
Okay,
while you're gone.
cool. So Azul, you head off
Yeah.
pretty quickly to go and try and acquire what you need. So first of all, just to try and make things along, I would like you to. So you're going to go approach the Proteus guard, right?
Yes.
So that we are going to say you don't need to roll for, as you are a member of the Proteus guard and like as the leadership. So you head over to Golana, and you find a person you know called Bertin.
Wait, hold on. I'm going to go and I meet who?
Bertin. So Bertan.
Okay.
And you know that this guy is a suave motherfucker. He's a super handsome tiefling, but he is as brutal as they come.
Oh no.
Super fair, but if people cross him, he is brutal. He's a great fighter, and you convince. You speak to Bertin, and you find him in one of the bars in Golan, and he's like, hey, Azul, it has been a long time. How you doing?
How you doing, Barton? Hey, I want to talk to you, man. It's been a while. We haven't spoken a minute, and you know.
Yeah, you killed many pirates recently, yeah?
Hey, I killed your man, boy.
No shit.
We are on his island now, and I'm trying to find those to kind of hold down the fort. You know.
What got to see that?
Yeah, I can't wait to tell father.
Man, he is a stinking man, right?
I can't wait to tell father and uncle as soon as I can. I'm actually going to send a note right now, see if he can get to them sooner than later. Let them know that I own the reef, that the pirates were on, that no one can get on. We killed them, me and my whole crew.
Oh, this flaming reef, I want to see it.
Hey,
Can
I
you
actually
take me?
think you'll be great as a leader here. You know, maybe give you a space, you know, your own private island to help out with, you know.
Oh, this is a good idea. Is there any pretty ladies there for me?
Trying to see if we can bring some with us.
Oh, I
The
can bring
interest.
some with me. I have many I like to bring, if you know what I mean.
Well, there's definitely some people that don't want to be on these islands here. We have a place. We want to do it right, you know. You know, similar to our island. We want to make sure this one is good.
Well, I will at least come and see this island. How many men do you need? Is my ship enough? And you know that Bertin, he owns like he runs one of the larger ships, probably about 50, 60 men, or men and women, and so yeah, probably enough.
Oh,
to
yeah.
at
Well,
least get there.
definitely more than we need. So I got a few people on my boat that'll tell us how to actually traverse the reef, you know, because it was very dangerous for us before. But we have ways to get through. And now it could be us.
Oh, this is good. Would you like me to head off now or wait for you?
Definitely, let's wait. Let's get to a little bit more people, and then we'll go together.
Okay, let me know. I'll be ready.
All right.
Okay, yeah. So Bertin is in. Thankfully, you chose Proteus God, so you know any kind of roles.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Bertin, just so that everybody knows, he's super dark red skin tiefling. He is, yeah, like I said, he's super brutal, super aggressive when it comes to a fight. He's got like a dark purple hair and like almost solid gold eyes. And he has this wicked scimitar. He's pretty good with the crossbow too. So Bertin, basically easiest for him to write is handsome but brutal.
Yeah. And so
Okay,
while I'm
so-
there, I round up our whole crew that's on the island right now, making up all the stuff like Boom Boom and Oh Girl and
So
Gull and
Val's like complains a little bit, but when she hears you've got a whole island, you see her eyes light up. She's like, "Well, I didn't think you would work so fast, but that is impressive. We will be ready to pack up within the week."
Mm-hmm. And
Get this ship.
so
ahead.
I get them. I also go to the theater,
Okay.
let her know that we'll be making stuff and shipping it here once we have enough shipment, and that Tinton would love to continue our partnership.
So you meet with Gogolofi, and
Yeah.
she's like, "Oh, hello. Oh, so you're leaving the island? Where are you going?"
So we have the reef now. We successfully killed and removed German and all his pirates from the Flaming Reef area.
So what's there? What's on the other side? What I'm
Just
very interested to know.
our island. That's what's on the other side now.
Oh, there's
And
an
when we get
island.
everything set up, we'll let you come by, get a few samples, and we'll start continuing our shipment.
Well, I would like to, if you would like, I have a number of operatives. I would love to send a few over with you, just to, help you get set up, and also, understand the route, if that would be okay. I
We,
can provide you with some very able politicians, fighters, anyone that you might need to help control the island.
Kololofi, I appreciate it, but I will have to reconsider at this moment. We
So
will.
no. I insist that I help. I would love to see the island myself, but I don't like to go there without having checked it first. So if you just allow me to put one of my crew upon your ship, just to understand the route, so I can send over any payments from the island here.
With all due respect, I want to make it sure it is safe for you and your operatives. We
Oh
want
well,
to
with
look.
all
I
due
have
respect,
wyverns now. Okay, they're not used to new people. All right, and I don't want them to
But
attack you.
I have heard from a number of my little birdies that you are bringing quite a few people over.
Yes, the people we know from
So
the
would I
Proteus
get to
God.
know all of these people?
Definitely another reason why I want you to be safe. The Proteus God.
Yeah.
That I don't want them attacking you or your crew. But hey,
Well, I don't know why they would. We do a lot of dealings with the guard themselves. Know them quite well.
that is true.
I believe there is a few on the island right now. Who are you bringing across?
Look, I understand what you want. Okay, all right. Understand? I want to dress my
I
island up.
don't
Okay.
understand. What do I want?
You want access. This is
Well,
why I
of
came here.
course.
Okay.
I would like to trade with the island. I need to understand where. Let me put it this way: prices might have to go up if I don't understand what sort of conditions this equipment or product is being made in.
I want you to know also that we are the Proteus God. We have reached anywhere, and if we do not need to sell here, we will sell elsewhere. So I am doing
Oh,
this.
so are you saying that you want to break? I believe you said that you wanted to do more business. Now you're saying you don't want to do business anymore.
Not if I'm going to be thrown under the table here, Gigaloki. Okay?
I merely am offering to help. I am not entirely sure why you are upset about this.
No one is
I
upset.
have only the best intentions.
And I say, I have the best intentions too. And my intentions is to build the island before we have visitors on the place and before we get and do trades with you. So,
So are you postponing trade with us for the meantime, or would you be able to leave some product with us in the meantime, or is it ready even? I am not. What would you like to happen here,
look,
Mr. Azul?
I would like for us to take my people back to the island so that we can make
Mhm.
more product and send large shipments to you. All right? That is what
So
I'm
just
working
let
on.
me understand what exactly. How does this benefit me, and why did you come here?
This benefits you a lot, Giggle. We'll be making more product, more variations, larger shipments, and we'll have it here to you as soon as possible because we have the Proteus God helping us on the way to bring our products to you.
What guarantee do I have that you'll continue working with my group after this? Maybe some sort of business deal could be struck at this time.
I'm not the business one. You know this. You know I'm not the business
you
one,
are
okay?
the only one here, and you put me in a difficult position.
Look here, Gigalofi. All right. You are a very great business person. All right, I understand that. I am not here. That is Tintan's business. I cannot tell him what he can and can do. So when he comes back, I'll make sure he speaks to you and tells you all the dealings, all the contracts signed. I am here. I am high. I am ready to go home.
Roll a persuasion check with advantage.
What an excellent argument. It's going well.
Persuasion.
You're about to lose your business 10 times.
15.
He can't do anything with my business.
Yeah, I said. 15.
You're going out there looking for help, you're going to come back as a minority owner.
Let me. Well, I will extend the olive branch to Mr. Tinton here. I'm sure that he had pressing matters and why he couldn't come himself, but for now, I will trust your judgment, Mr. Azul, but I would like to hear back from you very shortly, or I will maybe have to start looking around for other business opportunities. I'm sure you understand.
Yes, I understand, gang. That is fine. And then I'm like, I will talk to you later. Don't worry, you'll have something for you to sit on while you wait. And then
Oh, you brought some product with you?
no, but I'll make sure something's dropped off on the way.
Well, fantastic. I'll take, I think 10 casks would be good as a gesture of good faith.
10. How about as much as I can give you?
How about 10?
Where's 10 money?
This is,
10 times speaks.
I would give you a little bit for now because I do not own his business. But
10 is only little.
you will get nothing if you keep doing this, okay? I am very friends with you. I like you. I like
Very
you a
well,
lot.
Very well.
But I am
Well,
trying to
it
help.
seems like you don't. I'm just going to say that out loud. I mean, you come here, you tell me that the business is moving, that there is nothing for us in this movement, that we're in a great situation as it was, the product is good, and that you can't provide me with any
Quick
product.
question. Has she got any product? Because as of right now, she hasn't really been getting the product because we're in the process of building it all, right?
She was gonna get product
Yeah.
until you moved the stuff.
Oh, she was going to steal the product?
No, she was gonna get it from the warehouse, but now you're moving the warehouse and telling her you don't know when it's gonna be available.
No, like we will give her
She's
what she
saying
going to
that,
get. But
she doesn't know that.
I just said it. I said
Yeah.
we're going to move it.
You rolled a check to see if she believes you.
All right. Okay. It was a 15. All right. You know, so I do not know what else to tell you, Geek. I am going to do what I can to make sure you have your product. If you do not want it after the fact, I can only do what I can as one man. Huh? What happened, Simon? You good?
You're cutting out.
Oh, I said, are you good now or no?
Hello?
Simon is having
Hello?
problems.
Oh,
I can
goodness.
listen, Simon.
Simon,
The Rosie
no!
Simon.
Wait.
I think it's working. It's working.
Okay.
I say I can only do as much as I can as one man here, Gigalofi. You have to understand. But I do know the ones that are running the business will take care of you. So I do not do this. I am more of a face. That is all. I am more of a face for the company.
Okay, you are only a man. That is true. Anyway, I will expectantly wait for the rest of the consignment to come in and trust in Tintan and your group to be fair to your word.
Thank you.
Safe travels.
And I bow and walk off, frustrated, but walk off. I do not like dealing with that woman. I thought I was doing something good. But I do talk to Val, right? The girl, treasurer lady, and ask her how much product did we make so far, and can we give them one of each? As
One
good
of
faith.
each.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Val lets you know, yeah, that you have maybe like 4 or 5 barrels of the BB. Was it
BBW.
BBW? Yeah. And they haven't actually managed to grow any of the fire yet. It takes a bit of time.
All right, so yeah, blue boom water. I said we can give out 1 barrel. Nice.
Now you cutting out, Kales.
I said we give him 1
I-
barrel. Can you hear me now?
One
Yeah.
barrel. Okay, she's like, and what is her payment for the barrel?
I don't know. How did this work? You tell me how this work. I didn't want to go give him much.
I mean, you're telling me to give her the barrel.
Or we don't have to if you don't feel like it. I really don't like her,
Well,
but
of course I don't feel like it.
okay. All right. Well, you tell me best business. I am just here. I am faced.
So why did you bring up Gogolofi, and why do I need? What's the worry?
Well, I remember Tintan was talking to her. He was saying, "Hey, we need to work with her and
Hold
do
on,
business."
Hold on. Can I say one thing?
What?
She was supposed to be working business with Gogo Lofi, so she was supposed to talk to her while we was gone and set up some kind of transaction.
She was.
Yes, you remember because we told her, "Hey, we gotta set up shop here."
No, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But that's not what Azul is saying. So.
Well, I don't know that. Rick told her, so I'm just like,
Exactly.
you tell
No,
me
because-
best
because
option.
Val is receiving the request from Rick and asking why she needs to do that request when she's got other business dealings.
Oh, I don't know. I figured good business practices. I don't do these,
So let's just stick to the original plan. We will send her the barrels when requested, though it might take a little longer now that we'll be on the island.
She'll live.
Hopefully she will stay away and trust us.
Works for me.
You dealt with that great way. Okay, we'll be ready to leave, as I said, by the end of the week.
All right. And so, yeah. So basically, we get the crew. We get anybody that wants to leave the island and start a new life on this island if we find.
Okay, so roll a quick. So how are you finding people to populate the island?
Well, first, I guess the best bet would go to Caius, see if he's interested, which I'm sure he is. And then while he's there, talk to the lady that's with him that brought him into the group, and ask her if she know anyone that wants to start a new life, or if there's any people that are struggling that need a new place that they can be, that we have an island for them, but it's raw and needs to be built. So as long as they're willing to do some sweat equity, then they're good. Basically,
cool. So yeah, you do find that the magistrate and Caius, are on the island. You find that there is a lot of refugees there still that don't really have homes. So roll just a quick d20 for me, please.
14.
14. Okay, so you find about 35 families to bring to the island that are happy to get there, and you, Caius and the magistrate provide their boat, and both of them do agree to come to the island to help. The magistrate is the island has mostly been taken over now by the followers of Serenray, and the anthem and the Temple of Cord is definitely smaller now. It seems like the island is getting very much under the control of the followers of Serenray almost entirely.
Serenray or wait, which one? This is Golana?
Serenray.
No, what island?
Yeah.
Okay.
The smaller island that Caius is on.
Yeah.
So they're building. A lot of acolytes of Serenray came back to rebuild the temple. Which means the population is like 80% followers of Serenray. So the other 40%, the other 20% are just like, I don't want to be here anymore. So other than like some of the Temple of Cord, the rest of the people are quite happy to leave and find somewhere else, because the Serenray acolytes are a little bit annoying. So they're all good for leaving, and you fill another ship's worth, actually probably a couple more ships worth of people who are happy to make the transition, at least to see the island and try and see if it's worth settling on.
Okay.
Is there anything else you want to do in the process, or are you then done with your?
I mean, I would like to, but I don't want to do nothing else. Because I mean, I probably talk to the mage, but that's about it. That could be just passing, just to kind of say hey, and hope that he
Are you
checks.
trying to persuade him to come?
Do it. He's depressed.
Might as well, actually.
Okay, so yeah, you knock on the high mage door, and he's like, "Oh, hello. How are you?"
We are doing great, actually. We killed the bastards that came and destroyed this island. Jamand, he is dead now, and we own his own island. We took it from him. Bless you.
Oh well, very very interesting. He was on an island. You say?
Yes, the Flaming Reef. We took that beach.
The Flaming Reef is an island. I thought it was a reef.
It's a reef
You'd like
that
to think.
hides an island, you know?
It hides an island.
Yeah, you know. The steam, there's island behind that, and there's a whole bunch of steam in that area. But we traversed, no problem. We got to the island, fucked your mind up, and now we owned it. And we're trying to rebuild it and bring more people in, the Proteus god. And you know, I was figuring, you know, if you want a new tower, maybe you want to come visit or something, you know?
Oh, you have a tower?
No, but you can make one.
Interesting. And is it just an island? Like, I mean, I live for my research. You see, I'm not interested in a boring old island. But if there is anything of interest there, then obviously I may be persuaded to spend some time, maybe a summer home there or something.
Hey, you might want to come there. I mean, it might be a place, maybe an opportunity for you to potentially have some high power there, maybe. But there's definitely some magic on there.
Oh, there's some magic here because you were being very random with that statement. I didn't really know, like potentially, maybe. Is
Well, you know, I went through this whole trial. I have some type of way and feeling with the world now. I feel that island, it's in my heart here. Because of magic.
Because of.
Look,
Oh,
I tell him about the story that happened about the crown and the vision.
Oh,
and,
you do?
Yeah.
Oh, then he totally wants to go. So he happily accepts the
Cool.
request, and he's gonna just come for a while to see how it is.
Okay.
But he takes a bit of time to pack up some equipment. Brings a massive bag with him and gets onto one. Actually, he's gonna go on your ship with you guys, and you guys.
I'm talking his head off.
For everyone who forgot, like Azul and Fantasia did, his name was Glendrell.
Yeah, there you go. I didn't remember. It's like, hey, hi, mage man, you.
So good.
What was it good? What?
Glandrill.
Glendrell.
Land Rover.
Glandriver.
All right. So yeah, that's it for me. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm done.
Glandriver.
I'm done. I want y'all to be able to do what y'all need to do. Sorry, not taking up majority of the time.
Okay, so that was your sort of 4 weeks of time traveling.
Correct.
On the island. So that's some of the stuff done. Anyone else want to talk about what you want to do?
So Mogram's going to Dora the Explorer over here.
Yeah.
So Mogram is going to go exploring.
Mogram's.
Yeah, wait.
Yeah.
Are you also
Yeah.
on Cargyle, or am I going over there?
No, you're not. You're not. I told you don't worry about
Okay,
it.
then yeah. Then I want to get a band of some sturdy looking gentlemen or ladies.
Okay, roll a quick perception check for me.
All right. The old perceptionator. Wait, did I just roll that? Why don't I have the display on my thing anymore? Did you guys just see a roller now?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
11.
Okay.
11.
Is it the 11? Is that mine?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Perception. 15 total.
Oh, that's not too bad. Okay, so yeah, you pick up a group of about 5 people. They all seem pretty tough. They probably all were fighters of some kind, maybe pirates. But you don't really give a fuck. But they're tough and they respect your toughness also.
Nice.
And their board is shifting in the town, and they're trying to get out of having to do cleaning or anything like that. They really don't want to.
Perfect.
The leader of the group is called Animesh, and it's like this little like dirty little gnome guy, but he has like quite a nice cloak on, and he's so he's got like uneven gray hair, like he's got these sharp green eyes. And he has like a mace in one hand, like a thieves' mace, like a club, so like club
Okay.
people are stealing their shit. And he has like this studded leather armor that he wears. And he's like, yeah, I want to get out of here. Yeah, what are you gonna do? What are we gonna do? Huh? We'll follow. Yeah, we're definitely down for it.
If you are one who can hold your own, we're exploring around the village to expand our territory. We're expecting new people coming in, worth it to know more about the island. We traveled here on foot and ran into quite a few animals and things. We'd like to clear some space and get a better idea for what's around us now that the threat is gone. So who's with me?
Threat. Yeah, threat. Yeah, that was definitely a threat. Yeah. So you mean, quick question, do we have to do any cleaning or building?
Absolutely not.
Oh, thank fuck. Okay, let's go quickly.
As long as you're okay cleaning your weapons after cleaving animals in twain.
Well, the beauty of a club, a good club, is all the bits of bone and brains on it. They just make it more dangerous.
Perfect.
Let's go. Yeah, and you go out exploring, and it takes you. Are you going to just explore one of the three options, or are you going to go through all three? You're going to take 3 weeks out there in the wilderness exploring.
I will. Let's say like what? Okay, what are the 3 sections? I guess.
Okay, so you do a little like recce of the island, right?
I also, sorry, real quickly, I would like to bring a cartographer if one on the island exists. It doesn't have to be strong. In the event there's anybody that knows how to do any mapping or tracking.
Oh, okay. Roll a investigation check.
Nice call,
okay.
actually.
That's a 10.
Sorry, say again?
It's a 10.
A 10. You do find a rather reluctant female human who is called Atess. So Ates. Tess. And she has like short black hair and brown eyes, looks rather scholarly, is very reluctant to go with you guys, but she's a little scared of Animesh, who's like, God, come on, darling, no, just go, like, just gotta stay in the group. And he like eventually persuades her to go, but she's rather upset about going and complains the entire time, but is drawing quite good maps of where you're going on the island. So yeah, as you go through the island, you do a quick recce of the island. You find that there's sort of 3 places of interest that you want to have a look at, right? There's a gigantic tree that you have already, the tree that you were by before, that you find out from a test that it is called the Poropunga tree.
One more time?
Poropunga, so Poropunga. So there's the Poropunga tree, which is this huge tree that you saw before where the T-Rexes were. There is a not quite destroyed, but really old looking, like dilapidated, like giant gateway. It looked like it once was a gate or an archway, called the Gate of Athos. That is on the northeastern side, the northwestern side of the island. And then there's another place that I won't tell you about just yet, because it depends on if you explore it. But the other option is to explore more about the area that Azul did the test in.
That Azul did what?
The like test where the throne, more around where the throne was, basically.
Oh, I know. Okay, so there's 4 places?
No, there's 3 places, but the throne is part of the 3rd place.
Oh, okay.
So which of those would you like to explore, or would you like to explore all of those? And if so, which would you like to explore first?
Let's check out this gateway. Gate of Athos.
Cool. So yeah, you make your way. It takes 2 or 3 days to get over there. Carefully making your way through the forested area. Actually, make a little. No, it's you work through the forest. Turns out that Animesh knows a way through the forest very easily. He seems to be happily slipping in and out of the forests, and brings you through to the gate. And as you step out, there is this gigantic gateway. It's like maybe for something that's maybe 5 or 6 times the height of a human. So it's huge. It's just this. It's wrecked. It looks like it's something from like Tomb Raider or something like that. It's just out in the middle of the forest. There's vines growing all over it. Roll a quick investigation check as you explore the gate area.
My investigation is not high enough for this. Wow, consistent rolls tonight. It's 9 total.
9?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to try and do anything else to explore the area around the gate to maybe give yourself an advantage?
Advantage doing what, sorry?
So if you want to have another option at searching the area, you can explain to me how you search the area or what you're going to do, and potentially we can change the target of the dice roll, right? So it could be, instead of perception, you could be like, well, I'm going to just smash the gate down, therefore it would be like strength check. You could say, I'm going to dig up around the gate, therefore maybe we'll do a perception check, or you can speak it into a different role if you would like.
I'm going to talk to Animesh and say, hey, you know how to get here. What do you know about this gate?
Oh, so you're asking Animesh to have a look?
Yeah, well, if he already knew how to get there, he's obviously familiar with it. And so if he has any history that he's aware of about the gate, I want to find out.
Okay, yeah, he's like, oh, I don't know anything about this gate. Oh, don't know anything about it. Don't know what you're talking about. What gate? He looks
the one we're standing at right now. How did you know how to get here?
Oh, there's a gate here right now. I don't know what you're talking about. I've never. It was just luck. I found it. Yeah, it's luck.
Just nothing about the gate.
Nothing. Nope.
So if I were to destroy it, it wouldn't be that big of a deal.
I don't. Whatever you want to do. Yeah. No. We should just go somewhere else. I actually think that's where we should go.
Are you afraid?
No.
You sound afraid.
Look, Animesh is never afraid of anything.
Except for right now.
No, I'm not afraid. Look, just saying, it's just a bit of rock. It's not that important. We should just go somewhere else.
What's this gate called?
I think they said the Gate of Athos.
Yo.
Who told you that?
Someone did once. Someone in the town, maybe.
Sure.
Yep. So we're gonna go somewhere else then?
I don't think we're quite done exploring here yet.
Okay. Yep. Mm-hmm.
So they told you the name of this gate.
Yeah.
The one that you happened to accidentally, luckily find. And that's all you know about it.
What a stroke of luck. Huh?
Animesh, we could be here all night.
In the forest?
At this gate. I won't leave until I understand what's going on here. If you know how to get here, you have information, I highly recommend you share it with me.
Roll a quick intimidation check with advantage. Hey,
yeah, that's 21.
He's like,
I lean in a little bit.
and he leans on the wall and and he's, oh, would you look at that? Oh look, what's this? And then there's it drops away at the bottom and opens up this strange space. He's like, There's some kind of thing inside there. What a stroke of luck. Now we can leave, right?
What? How did you know that was there?
I just leant on something and it just, I don't know. Something to
Seems
do
like
with-
fortuitous timing. What do you know is down there?
Just lucky. I mean, I can see it. There's something metal, like metal there. I don't know.
I see.
But
how-
you look in and there's like a metal, like it looks like a book, but it's made of metal. In a compartment that is just opened up.
I'm gonna grab it.
Cool. So yeah, you pull out this book, and it's basically like 5 or 6 metal tablets that has the symbol of like some kind of cog on the front of it, and on the back there seems to be some kind of like etched map of like looks like some kind of city or something, and then the actual booklet itself, it's written in some kind of language you don't really understand.
Okay. I will store the book and just, I guess, continue looking around the general area for. I mean, if he leaned on something on the stone, I would probably look and see if there's any runes on the stone, any other areas that may have like depressions or like another secret compartment elsewhere. First and foremost.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead and roll a investigation again. Hey.
17.
Yeah. So you walk round to another part, and he's like, "No, we should get going. Don't you think?" And you like clunk, and you hit another thing, and another like shoot opens up, and in it is just a sack. And you open up the sack, and it's just filled with like gold coins. And he's like, "Whoa! Where did that come from? Wow."
Is this just a secret hiding spot of yours, or is there more around here? Should I be aware of?
Look. What are you gonna do with that gold? We could just share it amongst the group, right? Just share it amongst us.
Seems like the kind of thing that would go back into the community fund, wouldn't you think?
I mean, look, exploring takes a lot out of me. Like I was near death 2 or 3 times. I think I should at least be, compensated for that.
I would also agree. Good tour guides get compensated well, so I suggest you start talking a little bit more about this gateway.
Well, actually, that's everything I know. There's that first one I thought was actually this one, but it's a gate. Someone said it used to be for giants. I don't know a lot more about it, but it was for giants to enter and exit the island. This tablet here is clearly some kind of, I don't know what it is actually, but this gold, however, I do know what that is, and I would like some. So pretty much that's everything I know right now.
If I continue searching around this gate and I find literally anything else, I won't pay you.
But if you don't find anything, you will pay me.
I'll consider it.
Great. Go ahead and search. We'll be ready to go in half an hour, right?
Half an hour.
Yeah.
What time is it right now? And where is the sun? Which way does this gate face?
It's probably like midday on the like the second or third day you've been out.
Northwest of the island, and which way is the gate face?
It faces like out to the sea, basically.
Right, but like cardinal direction.
So it's facing. If you were to walk through it, you'd be walking northwest as well, or back towards the center of the island. So it's like, yeah.
Got it. Yeah, I'll continue looking around for a little while longer.
Okay. Yeah. You don't find anything else. For the little while longer you look around. And is there anything else you want to do?
How much? Can I contest if she knows anything about this? Is she a native of the island? Has she heard any stories?
You do know from the time you spent Ates is not original of this island. She was captured and used to sort of like count doubloons and things for the pirates. She doesn't know a whole ton of the island apart from what she's heard, but she's quite focused on just kind of staying with the group and drawing. But she's quite interested in the gateway and does want to study it a bit more when she has a bit more time. She doesn't really know anything about the island that much.
Okay. You said continue looking around, didn't find anything?
Nope, nothing else. But you
Right.
the sack you do find has about 300 gold in it.
I'd give a gold to everybody there. 2 to a test because it's the most risky for her.
Okay.
The rest will go in the community fund. And I'll make a note about my curiosity about maybe like the gate having a time of day thing. I'll probably try and get the book back to Fantasia, and that's it. That's all the exploration I would do over there.
Okay. So where do you want to go next?
Let's try the tree as well.
Okay. So yeah, you take a look at the tree. It's very difficult to get to because you know the T-Rexes are around and you're being careful, and you know it takes you a while to get to the tree itself. You really don't find anything particularly of interest of the tree, but you do find out also from Animesh that there is some thoughts about the tree, that it was once planted by the Earth Mother. That's pretty much all you know. That it was potentially planted at one point by the Earth Mother. And you find nothing else while you're there.
Anything around the area that we had originally camped at to see if we dropped anything?
Nope, nothing apart from some scraps of cloth, maybe.
Is the nest still down, or is the nest still there?
Yeah, it's still there. You do see the T-Rexes. You know, you do spend some time making sure that you get there and get out safely, and they are around. They seem pretty much back to their normal habits. The nest itself obviously is destroyed. But, you know.
Question: while I've been gone, has the world went crazy like the animals when I was gone for a whole month?
You guys do notice that there is a few times where the larger creatures have had incursions on the island. But you are able to. Tintan has managed to move his wyvern into the town as well, and he has been able to sort of like the wyvern is sort of activated and attacked when it needed to, along with the other wyvern too. So the wyverns are to some extent keeping the city safe, but most of the bigger animals have not like in a month haven't really worked out that the island is unprotected.
Mm-hmm.
So we will wait for the last one you want to look at, Mogram, and we will go to Tintan. What do you want to do?
Sounds good.
You are muted.
Shit. I want to talk to the group first. Chinye, Fantasia, while he's out exploring, what exactly do y'all want to do? Because I would to obviously train the wyverns and repair fishing boats and get the waters clear. Also help them with building. I was thinking that you, Chinye, can work on the planting. So basically getting the grounds ready for our brewery and our plants that we're going to be doing, and get the fertilization of the farmland ready while doing the sewage.
Yeah, so I was thinking about dealing with the peach and the vineyards. That's more my thing. But I'm happy to do the fertilization and the replanting.
Right, because I
help
know
guide people in the right way.
Yeah, because I know we have a month. So yeah, I thought that would be good. And the sewage, unless you, Fantasia, want to worry about the sewage and clearing up the bodies out the water.
I mean, I've done a lot of things back when I was messing with those who weren't above the law. So I'm a bit do with that, and I can see that being done because I agree with Shay with him messing with the vineyards. I am down to work in the sewers with others. I'm not afraid to get messy.
All righty. Then that means I'm going to work on clean the dead bodies off the ground, helping repair the walls and building, and repair fishing boats.
Cool. So for the three of you, you do find over the time that you've been spent, you garner a lot of respect from the people of the town, who see that you are you have sort of mucked into the shittier tasks while you're here.
Literal.
And you find out some interesting information. Che, whilst obviously we'll go with you first. So you go and you help some of the folk who are trying to tend to the plants. In doing so, you learn a little bit also about the Horapunga tree, and you learn that there's this giant tree that the gardeners are talking about, like, I wish these vines would grow like this tree, blah blah blah. And they start talking about it as you're like helping them and showing them how to like grow these plants properly and how to care for them properly. And as you sort of like ask them a little bit about it, you find out that they say that there's like a myth or like a legend that the island was once visited by the Earth Mother, and whoever inhabited the island, she like gave them a gift to protect them from their past evil doings, and in doing so, she gave them the ability to hide, but in doing so also transformed them into the beasts of the island that you see. That was like their punishment that they accepted. And then she planted the tree to basically represent her influence over the island, just to sort of show that it has some connect to the Earth Mother. So that's what you learn whilst doing that. Roll a quick nature check for like working on the land here and helping them grow up some of the stuff.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh Jesus! Boom! This is your thing. So yeah, how do you want to be? How do you want to be helping these people sort of like grow the vines back, and what are you saying to them?
Sure. So I basically kind of asked them, show me how you do it first, and let's see how I can help you, right? Kind of practice. And I noticed they're making a lot of simple mistakes when not properly fertilizing the soil, or when making the canals and stuff and reservoirs. They're not like, it's not evenly being shifted around. So like, some places get more water, some get less, and all that. So I'm kind of fixing it as we're going. I'm teaching them different techniques. So like, this is how you flip soil properly, etc. Right? And seed spacing. And I'm trying to teach them more so than I'm trying to instruct them. I'm trying to be like helpful rather than directive and commandative, and working with them. And I'm participating alongside them with the labor. And obviously, doing a little Earth Mother blessing here, Earth Mother blessing there, slowly around, and kind of, and then, sometimes I'll conjure up some anteaters and stuff like that to get rid of some of the pests and stuff like that, and kind of conjure animals as we go to help us make this whole thing move a lot quicker.
Cool. So yeah, like one sort of like hot evening, you're helping them plow out some of the fields with some of the oxen that you've conjured, and in doing so, you get like a super strong feeling of like vibrant power of the Earth Mother coming from somewhere in the forest, and in doing so, when you ask them, you're pointing, you're basically pointing straight at this massive tree, and you're just getting like a pull towards it basically. So that's sort of your benefit of doing so well, and the plants are reacting incredibly fast to what you're doing, like way more than you know that they should be. So the vines are like already producing some grapes. Some of the peach trees are now flourishing, and there is like bright petals and leaves and flowers on all of those, and the land it's so fertile. The land here, like more than you've ever seen before, and you know that the like infusion of the like volcanic rock just brings so much minerals to this ground that it is like the most fertile island you could ever be growing something on, basically.
Oh shit.
So yeah.
I also start working on, I guess, near, say, like in a house or we're staying at, we kind of pick out a few acres of land to kind of carve out for our farm, where, I start setting up and preparing everything, such as like, the canals and all that and the reservoirs. So when the product arrives, it's there, set up for immediate action.
Cool. So yeah, you spend a couple of weeks finding like the
Perfect.
fertile island. You find like the most fertile part of that island with like perfect sunlight, perfect setup for growing particular plants that may or may not be legal or illegal in this. Cool.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to do?
For the time being, I'm just kind of be very supportive around, and then what was the other task that I said I was going to do?
Be aggressive. Vineyards.
You did vineyards. You did.
Oh.
He did the peach thing, and he did the other thing.
What else?
He just could
clean.
help every once in a while repair and build, like just repair walls if you wanted to.
Yeah, I think I'll approach it like I'll help like clean out some of the water system, the sewer system. While we're working with like water and digging a lot, so
you send like a bunch of vines down through the sewage to like push out any of the like big boggins of like
we send fey rats down there to chew through anything that might need to be chewed through. Some of the octopus, they use their tennies and they just push shit out. They're fearless about that stuff. And then I send some giant rats to put the small rats in their place,
But in conjuring the giant ones, the small ones go away anyway, and you're like, oh, yeah. Cool. Okay, so what do you want to do?
Do you want to do Fantasia first or me?
Sure. I can do Fantasia. Go ahead.
Okay.
You're cleaning out shit.
Yeah.
You do that.
Bold.
So yeah, you spend it's really only like a week that you need to do to clear out the sewers and stuff. So you've got about 3 weeks to spend doing something else if you'd like to.
All right. Since she did all that, she's gonna actually move on to help with repair. Like, are there any aqueducts or anything in the sewer system?
Really, no.
All right.
Very basic.
All right, so she's just gonna mess around. She can repair. She doesn't know much about building from scratch. So
you help a couple of the more like detailed craftsmen of the village crafts, like tables and like the more elegant parts of the town, and you spend quite a bit of time like fixing up the mansion so that it's livable, and that because you're like, well, we need to do today, and clearing out the lower area and setting up that area for the town. But yeah, I mean, you kind of like get to the mansion, you start fixing it up, repairing carpets, things like that, making sure that it's a much more livable and acceptable space, and it's actually starting to look really good. Roll a quick, what would it be, like sleight of hand or something like that?
Okay.
Dexterity, I guess it's the same thing. Oh, nice.
That would be a 25.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, so like the mansion is like, you're actually like, oh, some of this stuff's actually kind of dated. And you actually chuck out some of the shit in the mansion and start like fixing up, and like the bedrooms are now like you've actually improved them. There's better like things there. You actually find like a couple of like wild horses just still around, and you manage to like fill in the stables and then fix that area around and repair the building, work around it, and the mansion is actually starting to look pretty fucking nice. Maybe a little better than it did before.
All right.
And you can put any little plantation touches on there you want.
Yeah. Oh, to clean up. Got the dead little skeleton girl. Probably put some hats and a dress on her. Nice little outfit. Have her still live here. As an homage to what she did. Show that not all pirates are evil. Something is a good little girl who sadly could not grow up to become a great woman. I can see that. Artiste.
Nice.
And I will also add a little, actor and musician. Add a little theater dining area. Get some people who know more about creating, since she's more of a pair to work on that area to make.
Okay, cool. Anything else you'd like to do in your time?
I guess she can try and look for, since she's already in there and has been cleaning, will like check in because like Mogrim said a few days or weeks now ago, the cellar. We never really looked down there to see if he could have got out and left a hologram.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and roll an investigation check then for the cellar.
All right. This is my one.
Okay, so yeah, you don't really find anything as such, but you find a couple of really strange things, and you only know this because you have a very good connection with the arcane. You find residual like sulfur from what you can only imagine is quite a powerful spell. Definitely something far more powerful than you could manage, and probably any one of the group could manage. And you feel you find like almost like ash on the ground, but it's almost like it's like ash that you would get from like an urn, like cremated body, which is very strange. But you don't really find anything else. But you do surmise that whatever did create this, whatever happened there, was probably by quite a powerful mage of some kind, like very powerful in that sense. So it does give you the suspicion that maybe it wouldn't be the best time to what happened, or to follow that route, and maybe only if the group is together or you have a lot more backup would you really want to go and like try and push and hunt for whatever it was or whoever it was who's been fucking around with these bodies in the town. So yeah, that's what you find out.
Alrighty.
Cool. Tintin, I guess.
Alrighty. First thing I want to do is make sure we clean up the town and the murky bodies. The bodies out the water.
Mm-hmm.
So I know they was doing that, so I just help out like 2 or 3 days with that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I want to help repair the fishing boats. And while doing this, every day I'm with the wyverns. So.
Oh, cool. Okay, so roll animal handling check with advantage.
That's what. 13.
13. Cool.
Yeah.
And then one more time for me.
No, that's twice. 5 and 11.
Yeah. One more time.
Worse.
I mean, with advantage.
Wow. All right, there you go. 17.
Okay. So yeah, over the time period, you do start working out that there is like a series of clicks you can do that are similar to the way they seem to communicate with each other. That if when you acquire a fair hefty amount of like corpse meat, and you spend like 4 or 5 hours every evening working with the two wyvern that are here. And you work out that there's maybe 5 or 6 different clicks you can do that with like rewarding them food, that they can to some extent grasp what your need is, without actually writing. So you can send them to away from you and back. Like an eagle would. You can tell them to fly away, and then you can do a series of clicks for them to fly back. And actually, Fantasia comes and notices you're doing this, and she helps you make some tools or some instruments that perform the clicks much louder, which allows you to command them further. It will also make them, like fly down to you, fly up. You can actually make them go and attack and come back. And you can also make them carry things and bring them without damaging them. So that's the final thing you get them to do, is you can have them lift things up and then bring them, and you actually use them pretty effectively to repair some of the walls around the city, because they are very, very strong, and they're able to lift things much larger than you guys are. And in the process doing so, you spend some time going up and down to the nests, where the other eggs hatch as well in the 4 weeks. So you now have 4 like very like completely juvenile wyverns, and they're growing pretty quick, but they still are going to take quite some time before they're accessible. But you are training them too, and spending time with them, and they pick up the commands obviously much faster.
Alrighty. And then after that, the only thing I'm doing is helping build, repair. So I'm helping build, repair, making sure I don't see any more of those skulls flying around. And that's it.
Cool. Okay, so Mogram, the final thing you want to explore, I'm assuming, is the throne space. You're muted.
You're muted, big buddy.
Yeah, I wanted to see if I could talk to Fantasia about the book and see if there was like any kind of lead there. And if we're going back to the throne room, I felt like it was probably smarter to have more of the group.
Cool. Okay, so you head back to the town and try and go and find Fantasia.
Say Fantasia, we went to a gateway in the northwestern part of the island and found this book covered in runes and things. I don't understand it.
All right, let me get a look at it. All right.
Yeah, so he hands you over this. It's a book where the pages are metal. There's about 6 pages total. And as I said before, there's like a strange cog symbol on the front, and on the back some kind of like etching of what seems to be some sort of city.
All right.
Make any sense of it?
Can I? All right. Before I do the, no, yeah, there are metal books in the floor. I'll just go ahead and do that. I'm gonna cast Comprehend Languages and look at these metal pages.
Okay, so the metal pages, except for the first one, don't have any like writing on as such. They're more like they're not writing. They're more like directions. So guideposts, and each page has like a piece of a map on it. It seems. But on the front page, on the back of the front, on the inside of the front page, it says like "Long live the city of Balgra." And the instructions seem to be sending whatever it is, like to the northwest of this island, like maybe a couple of weeks travel, to some kind of city of some sort.
There's seems to be a map, possibly directions or a guide, and the fact that it's in multiple books makes it even more interesting, to a city known as Balgra, if I'm translating that correctly, I hope. And the rest is mostly runes and directions. If you require assistance, I know you have that cartographer lady who seems quite scared of your whole group with you, but
Oh yeah, a test.
I will. It seems like something. I'm done building and cleaning up shit. I would like to, see what's going on out there.
Sure.
Probably sing you a song.
The archway had runes on it too, right?
Yeah, it did have a number of runes around the outside.
Were any you saw an archway with the runes? Were any of them similar to anything on the book here?
I didn't pay close enough attention. We just saw the book. We saw there were runes. Again, it's all just scratchings to me. I have no idea.
Yeah.
I
Well,
wouldn't be able to identify how familiar they were.
I would say, I'll try to draw this out best I can and give these directions to someone who can understand much better, like a Tess. And I'll join you along as entertainment to keep the group merry and probably keep her from stabbing Animesh in his sleep. So.
Then yeah, like I would take Katisha over to the gate. We've got a pretty good map of how to get there now. I don't know if we need like Animesh and his group for this part.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think you'd be fine to go there by yourselves.
Okay. Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, it takes you a couple more days. You get back out to the gateway, and as you command, Morgrim shows you there's this huge gateway. It's intact, but covered in vines, and there is a number of rooms around the outside.
All right. Would any of these runes, are they matching up with the books, or the runes that I saw down in the area where we fought Germond?
Okay. Roll. So that's two rolls. One, roll a deception check for the runes on the book versus the thing you're looking at.
That is a 16.
16.
What the that come from?
A couple of the runes on the book in the instructions are the same as the ones on the temple. On the gateway. But they're again instructions. But it does seem that the first page of the book instruction is sort of telling you to sort of walk through the gateway in that direction to go. So either you're not sure if there's the gateway supposed to be some kind of portal, or if that's just to help to get a direction.
Okay.
It's definitely not a working portal.
Yeah.
Time nothing happens.
Hmm.
And then roll a quick, I guess, intelligence check to see if it was relevant to the room that you mean the room that Germond was in?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Roll a quick intelligence check.
Oh boy. That's not good. That's a 10.
Yeah, you don't really remember there being any rooms, but you do remember that the place that you found the information about the throne was in some kind of like metal space that was in a similar type of metal to the book is. So that's the only thing that's similar.
Well, I'm feeling their directions, but that doesn't feel as full. You said something on the way here, Mogrim. About a certain time of day or something was told to you?
Well, not that Animesh didn't really mention it. He did, however, say that he didn't want to stay much longer than half an hour, which made me feel like maybe something happened with this portal. Again, to me, it's just a pile of rocks.
It does seem like a pile of rocks, but if you don't mind, would you like to camp out here?
Out in the open, the animals and things. It could be difficult to get decent sleep. It's taken out here.
It's not about sleeping. We're not going to be sleeping. Wait, that doesn't sound right. But we're not going to be sleeping at all, Mogrim. We'll just be sitting here If something comes at us, you're wide awake, kill it, because it will not be ready for someone as tough as you.
You're probably right. Let's do that.
Okay, so yeah, you do bed down and sleep for the night. Nothing that you notice happens during that time. The morning comes and nothing seems to happen.
Animesh just seems to have been a cowardly person. It seems like.
That is what it seems like.
Just a bunch of rocks.
And yeah, there's nothing we can do to activate the portal or what have you, and it does just seem like it's instructions towards town. Then I don't feel like I would investigate any further.
All right, I'll just gonna put her hand through just in case before they go.
Well, we've already walked back and forth through it. Right?
Yeah. Nothing happened.
All right, then it's time to go. Let's go. You can chew out Animesh if you want for being so cowardly.
Oh, it's probably in his nature. So yeah, then we'll head back.
Okay. Anything else that you guys want to do before Azul returns? Do you want to, Mogram, do you want to investigate anywhere else? You've only taken about 3 weeks of your 4 weeks. You still could check out the throne room, the place that Azul did his stuff, or you could help, suing some of the building or anything like that.
Building.
Bernard, your mic.
Don't leave
me.
Don't leave me.
I think I'd rather have the rest of the group at the throne room and say that's the only remaining place we need to investigate, and Azul might have a better connection with it anyway, so I'll spend the last week just helping construct.
Okay, so yeah,
he's actually building stuff. What?
I didn't want to clean up after people. I don't mind building things.
He builds weapons for the town.
Yeah, you're right. Fair enough.
So yeah, on the evening, one of the evenings of the third week, the fourth week, you guys sort of finishing your breakfast in the now quite nice bar, which you have come to. I don't know if I said what the bar was called, but it is called. You know that it's called the Bog and Grog, which
pension. I started a pension to change it to the Blythe and Grog.
The Blythe and Grog.
What?
Okay, I at this point, actually roll a quick persuasion check with advantage.
I explained to the owner the importance of Blythe and his heroic deeds that he.
Okay.
Persuasion.
Advantage, so you can roll again.
Well,
can the most expensive spirit be the spirit
14.
of Blythe?
14? Yeah. They over time, over the days that you've been eating there, you've been talking about this intrepid explorer named Blythe, and how he was a hero to everyone, a hero of the people. He might not have been the hero that we wanted, but he was the hero.
Oh no.
It's the hero we deserved.
Deserved is probably right.
So they actually rename it in a little ceremony on the second week called the Blythe's Grog. And Beatrice is quite happy with it. She's like, I would have liked to have met this Blythe fella. I would have given him, I would have taken him to the sack. No problem. Sounds like a sexual man.
No.
He was strong, powerful, and well-spoken.
You could swear he was 11 feet tall.
There'll be songs sung about him all across the land. So yeah, it's the Blythe and Grog now.
Blythe and...
In that case, I would
It's
like
the Blythe and Grog?
To make the official jingle.
Blythe's Grog.
Blythe's Grog?
Yeah.
I will make the jingle for Blythe's Grog.
The song of Blythe's Grog.
He deserves it.
Also, you do know.
I like it. Nice, Shay.
You also know that the upturned ship, which is the general store, everyone calls the barn because it just looks like an old barn. And that's really the only two significant buildings in the whole town. There's really nothing else as such yet.
Speaking
the barn is the store, and there's the blind.
Not much.
Okay, so yeah, the one morning, you guys are just eating some breakfast at Blythe's Grog, and you hear a bit of a commotion outside, and you walk outside, and you see like 7 ships, like giant ships, arriving at the shoreline with a bunch of people yelling, and you can see that 2 of the ships have one of the ships is absolutely massive, and it has the Proteus Guard flag flying. And then another ship of the group that you know well. And on the front of the ship is a rather large barbarian with his sword slung across his back and a large dog by his side. And he leaps off. And as he leaps off, he comes up to the group and comes up to Tinton and gives him a massive bear hug. And he's like, "It's been a long time."
Yes, how have you been? Seems like you've been happy.
Well, sometimes you find interest in certain things, and I hear that you need some help cleaning up this shithole.
Yeah, I need you to supervise this place while we're gone and while we're here, if you would like. And plus, we need to make a temple. Temple of Ford.
Do we now?
Yeah, we need to.
Side note, Simon, on the ships, whenever we had breaks, I was chatting up to everybody, making our story sound extremely over dramatic and heroic.
Roll a performance check with advantage because you've told it 7 times. You're so sick of it.
Tell how Blythe
performance.
Took down a
All right, 15 plus. Oh god, where's it at? Well, I think it's 3. Performance. Yeah, so 18.
18.
Yeah.
Okay. So two of the ships. There's 2 young elven women jump off one of the ships and just run up to Chenye and just start kissing him. Oh, the wondrous Chenye, we've heard so much about you. Oh, this is fantastic. You have more about your escapades. I hear you can turn into anything.
Yes.
Tipis Cadre. Letting everyone know the name.
And Caius just turns around to you, Chenye, and just gives you a wink, and he's like, I'll speak to you this evening.
I give him a little Hanana.
Jams his sword in the ground next to the Blythe's Grog, and just goes inside for a drink, basically, followed by the magistrate and the dog.
I say,
just appears in behind him.
I see you brought your girlfriend with you.
He's like, oh no, she's all right.
That's all right.
And then what else have we got? Yeah, so Boom Boom comes off the ship, complaining this place is pretty fucking nice. I don't know. Well, shit, you boys, how you doing?
How you doing, boy?
Boom Boom.
Anything?
Now, I brought up a few things. I said myself, we still got the warehouse in the other town a bit, so I just made sure, that anyone comes knocking, they're not gonna be there much longer, if you know what I mean. So where am I setting up this shit?
I think Chenye has a spot that he looked at for our product.
Nice. Chenye, show me where. Well, you see, you got your hands full right now, but show me a bit later on, all right?
Absolutely.
Oh, goodness.
I set you up for success.
Nice. And Val hops off the ship and starts, ordering some of the crew to go to certain areas. You notice that the Proteus guard ship, only a few people jump off, but off the ship jumps this super tall and handsome tiefling man And he comes up immediately. He ignores the whole group and walks straight up to Fantasia and like kneels and kisses her hand. And he says, "Oh, mon chéri, you did not tell me there were so many beautiful ladies here."
Is he talking to me?
He's out.
You see, that's how scared Fantasia was.
I got Batan. You don't worry about her. Might be a couple of problems for you, but this is definitely a nice
ladies
island.
with the problems, they are the best kind.
Good luck to you, brother.
I just envision a Roman as the sky.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I don't.
I will now go and do some more push-ups.
You do that. Azul, do you by chance still have that cloth from Blythe?
Yeah, of course.
I don't know if you noticed, but Shay got the bar renamed.
What?
You want that to be the centerpiece.
Che, amazing
What?
man! I can't believe you did that. That's
Of course.
good for his honor.
Are heroic, and I like give him the wink, like live.
Of course.
It's so much for us.
I told everyone how he fought so hard in Drastic. He damn near slayed a whole T-Rex Titan thing by himself.
It was incredible. I've never seen a man work a sword like that before in my life. I'm just tearing up thinking about it. Oh God.
He was a very viable member to the Tempest cadre, and I let everyone know. So I appreciate that.
That's good.
Val,
All right. What's not good?
What?
That tiefling just kind of creeped me out earlier.
He is a great man.
I hope so.
Probably much better than you. But at this point, he is going to help us out with this island. He is going to
I
help
already
us.
like him more than you. Never mind.
That's good. That's good. I'm glad.
So Val hops on the ship and after talking to the crew, comes over to Tintin and she's like, I see you survived.
yeah, we survived a little bit. I'm glad that you was able to come. And I have a question. Thank you for taking care of everything. And for our future, doing this together. Did you leave any barrels for the bronze?
No. I think Mr. Azul spoke to them briefly. Seemed like he wanted me to. Well, he sort of said to deliver a barrel, but then we decided not to. That we're still intending to send them the delivery, I'm assuming.
How much are we supposed to send them, and how much did they pay for?
Well, they at the moment have an order in for 7 barrels, and we are charging, I believe it is 200 gold a barrel.
Okay, so we're going to give them 7 barrels. We're going to give them 9 barrels, and they're only going to pay for 7. The reason why is because we did say that we were going to give them 7 barrels before we left, and it's going to take a little bit to get the other ones done. We can see if we can send these at least 3 barrels to them right now. I at least want to keep 2 barrels here for the Blythe.
Very well. Are we? Well, we'll talk about it another time, but I think there's a potential opportunity for us to make this a destination. If we can find it that if people could come to specifically sample unique flavors and experiences here, then maybe we could make some additional money on the side. I have some ideas, and I will speak to you another time.
Yes, ma'am.
Where would you like us to? Where is the new base of operations, as it were? Mr. Azul was talking about some kind of shitty mansion. I don't know if we want to be at the shitty mansion, but
Oh, you won't be at the shitty mansion, Val. I got you covered. Azul's an idiot. Don't go to the shitty mansion. Go to the beautiful mansion at the top of the town.
We will have that mansion, but if you want to be closer to the refinery or the product, then we can build something there as well. Remember, this is an island that we are up to the proper standards of what we want. So me and you will talk about that and see where you would want to stay, not just in that mansion.
Understood. Well, I mean, a mansion sounds nice. I would
Yeah.
like one. And it doesn't sound like there's a shitty one either. So I'll for now, we'll store. Is there a storage space in the mansion for maybe 30 or 40 barrels that I can store safely?
There's a pretty big cellar. And then there's also, if you want to go deeper, there's a very, very big secret area, which
Yes, we have.
Area. That sounds very useful.
yeah. That's actually, which I'm sure Azul told you probably a good 20 times, where we killed Germond. So
He said that it was an epic battle. I mean, I would tend to assume that it was, but did he
50
really?
times.
Did he really kill it single-handedly at the end?
I didn't say that.
I'm like
No, he
9.
didn't say that. He said,
Okay.
"No, did a good job."
That sounds like something he would say though.
Exactly,
So you
right.
got me there. You got me there.
And these wyverns that were tamed, are they? I would love to see one. My brother has quite some experience riding horses, so maybe he could help
Ooh.
train people to ride these beasts.
With that
if
note,
you follow
10
me- If
please.
you will follow me outside of the village,
Use
I
your
will get
clickers.
yes, outside
Thank
of the
you.
village, and we will go about that.
Use your clackers.
At this point in time, Azul is walking around talking to all the Proteus guards, people that did get off the boat, and just like, this is what we are, this is what we did. We killed them over here. Like, just talking like that.
Most of them know you well enough at this point that they're like, okay, so and the archmage Glandril steps off the boat, and he's like already ordering a couple of people. Like, let's take my. Does the inn? Hello everyone. Does the inn have like good furnishings? Like, where should I stay that is not so.
Who asking?
Yeah.
Hold on, but let me get back to you that with Mr. Mage. Shay, you remember who that is?
Are you gonna eat?
The guy?
Are you gonna eat?
The magic lad! You know, the...
He does magic, right? Like sorcery or something?
I don't remember. What was his name?
I came back and I was like,
I
hey,
don't know.
he's the high mage. He's the high mage.
Yeah.
We brought him over. Gala,
right.
sorry, I keep forgetting your name. I am kind of drunk right now. We had a good time on the show. What?
Glandril.
We've spent 2 weeks on a ship together, and you still can't remember my name.
I remember now. You know what? He is amazing. He's done great things. I told him great things about us too. He is going to help the island. He's very interested in magic, and he's going to learn and tell us things.
You said something about these runes. I'd like to see those, but maybe first I would like some rest. But afterwards, please take me to these runes. I'm very interested in them.
Yo, wait a minute. Mogram. This guy knows a lot. High mage.
I
don't know
a lot.
I'm not sure what runes he told you about. I'm pretty sure they're the runes we
Around
all know
this,
about.
This circle of runes sounds very similar. I have a theory, but I'd like to see them. This throne.
Yeah, there's a throne space, some underground area, the volcano. But that's all stuff we knew about. Let me tell you about what me and Mogram found. We found weird rocks that are near a gate that appear to be, you know what? I'm probably sounding crazy because I
weird rocks around.
Don't really. Mogram, do you still have those metal books?
Yeah, well, I give them to you, but we have them. I provide them.
Metal books. Now that's interesting.
All right.
Pass them to me, and I will spend the evening tonight checking that out for you.
All right.
Fantastic.
What's up?
Do you get nervous when you see mages? You ramble
What?
when you see mages.
I'm not sure what you're getting at there. I may get nervous because he's a very dashing man. Okay.
Why, thank you. I am a very dashing man.
Just tell the man what he wants. You beating around the bush, Fantastic.
I was telling him that we have metal books. Mogram has passed them along to him, so there he can look at those.
Yes, great. So yes, I will. Well, I would quite like to see this beautiful mansion I hear about. So I would like a room there for now, if that's okay. This whilst I do appreciate this blithe fellow, it seems like a rather shitty place. So I would quite like to stay at the mansion. I'm going to be heading that way. Thank you very much. Anything I need to know about before I do?
No.
Good. See you later. And he just like trucks off down through the town. But you see that he's looking at the town. He's like, yeah. And Azul, you come back and you take a quick glance around, and the town looks great. Like the cobbles are shining. There is a fountain now where the bodies were buried. There is a fountain space built with water coming from it. As you head up towards the mansion, the fountain by the mansion is working. The trees are looking lush. The vineyards are starting to produce grapes already in only 4 weeks. And the buildings are, everything about the town is looking more bright and vibrant in general. And actually you think like, oh, this actually probably was once a pretty nice place.
Is my positive attitude also helping out with the island atmosphere?
So you do notice that as you're feeling good about it, you're feeling positive about it. Like the sun starts to shine through some clouds that were on the island and starts to part across the space, and you definitely notice that sort of mood changes what is happening around the island for sure. But just a little, not a ton.
Yeah, cool. All right. Well,
Take it.
we are definitely been on the ocean for a very long time. I love the ocean. I am glad to see you. I am glad that all of you are putting in great work here. I got a lot of people. We have more families that want to live here. I think we can make something nice here.
Okay. So as you sorry, do you want to say something?
No, I mean that's it.
Yeah, so as the day goes on and people start milling off the boats, we fade out of the episode as the group have fully claimed the island now and have control. Eventually.
We got a Stronghold island, man. We didn't even get a castle. We got a whole island.
You did good, Tintin. You didn't need a month away from us. You needed a month away from Azul.
It wasn't much away from y'all because we didn't talk that much.
Nice.
And he built a little shack with the wyverns. The wyverns.
Yeah.
Cool.
Good shit. All right, everybody. Thank y'all.
So you guys will have to message me